I decide what's right and what's wrong. You do not kill a war for no reason.
You know as well as I do, Stoika was talking to police.
For driver, you are well informed.
I have connections with Chechens exporting cars. They tell me Stoika speaks to Russian desk, Scotland Yard.
If you are so well informed, you will know Stoika has brothers.
That's okay. Kirill has got me.
The girls won't touch me 'cause I've got a mystery. Hey, it is the Ron and Fez show. We are not live right now. We're actually taping this Sunday night because as I'm speaking to you now, as you're listening to my voice, I'm actually downtown at 100 Center Street, just like in a Law and Order episode, at grand jury duty. And probably at this very moment, I am showing some judges x-rays of Fez Whatley's chest, claiming that I have 2 stents, and it's very, very dangerous for me to be in grand jury.
I hope that works for you.
So I've been told by a couple of people, Fezzy, this could go on for a while. So the plan is, as long as they hold me, we will tape at night and then replay and give you folks a fresh news show every day. But now you're telling me Monday night we can't get the studio.
Yeah, Monday night, Eddie Trunk is in here doing his show for the Boneyard.
Mm-hmm.
So he's using the studio for 4 hours, 6 to 10 in the East. And so we wouldn't be able, by the time you got out of jury duty,
yeah,
Eddie would already be in here. We wouldn't be able to get in to record.
Are you telling me that I don't know how to do a hair metal show for 4 hours? I think the people would love it. I think I would come in, tell them what I really think of hair metal, and then play them some punk songs so that they can enjoy. And it would really be like Valley Girl. Like, you think we're all different, but at the end, I think we can date.
I don't know if the Boneyard crowd would appreciate it. I honestly don't.
You don't think that they could take a week off by hearing some old Kicks song? You know, maybe we could somehow stop saying what happened to Cinderella and let Ron and Fez come in and do the show for a while?
The metal people, they need it.
So if they accept me, this could take a while. And if not, we'll be live Tuesday. But I guess if I can't get out of it Monday, tomorrow you'll hear a best of, so you'll know from there.
Yeah, so you'll know exactly what's going on.
Well, we'll do this show today then, as is. First of all, Earl, congratulations to you. Obama takes South Carolina in gigantic fashion.
Complete domination of Hillary Clinton and John Edwards. As I said he would. Yes, we can. Barack Obama wins South Carolina decisively. And now,
what did you think of his speech after?
I loved the speech. I absolutely loved it.
I did not think it was as good as his Iowa speech, and not as good as his New Hampshire speech. I thought he had a lot of little screw-ups in his wording. I didn't feel like the catchphrases were there. All in all, for him, I would give it a C. A C for last night's speech. The Iowa speech, I would have gave it a B+. New Hampshire, that was a straight A for me. I thought that was a really great speech. So the really best thing about Obama is if we do elect him, we'll get some fantastic old 1960s style speaking. Fez, were you surprised it was that big? I mean, he was predicted that he would beat the Clintons in South Carolina, but I think the record numbers shock some people.
Yeah, 55 to 27% over Hillary. I was amazed it was that big.
I also thought it was very interesting to see how bad the media teed off on the Clintons at the moment they got the opportunity. They basically blamed it on Bill Clinton. They called him racist. They found a wound, they found some blood, and almost across the board, everybody went for it, except for, oddly enough, Pat Buchanan. Pat Buchanan said, this thing is done tonight. The Clintons win because of this. Because record numbers of black voters came out. Because race has entered into it. It's going to play in the Clintons' hands. What do you think of that, Fuzzy?
Well, I can understand that because also, too, the Clintons are just going to go into overdrive. They live for this stuff.
Here comes Eastside Dave. Dave, what do you think?
I think it's going to favor the Clintons, absolutely.
The Clintons actually, and it was one of my favorite things I've ever seen on TV. To me, this election across the board has just been a reality TV show. But the Clintons leaving town before the results came in, literally flying out of town. As a couple, they're Bonnie and Clyde. They are amazing. They are absolutely amazing in the things that they will do. Earl, did you see that as a slap in the face?
It's a total slap in the face in that, you're going to be in South Carolina. You said all of these things. At least make the concession speech.
But you are a man who has been defending Bill Clinton since 1992. And now, half the Democratic Party to me sounds like Republicans. All this stuff, all this shit that they are saying about Bill Clinton now, the Republicans have been saying since 92. Dave, you're an Obama man, right?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm for Barack at this point.
And Fez, you're a Obama man.
If I had to choose today, yeah, I would be a Barack Obama guy.
I'm the only one without a candidate still.
Wow.
If anything, I lean towards crazy Ron Paul, and that will only be if he runs as a third party. I'm really hoping for a Ron Paul third party. I'm actually not only hoping for a third party, I'd like to get a fourth and maybe even fifth strong party. I would love to see that this election is won. The winner has like 17% of the vote. I want this to be like France. I want this whole thing divided so much you can't get enough of it. Have you turned anti-Clinton? Dave?
Yes, I have, because I feel the tag team is too strong, and that this taking your football and going home in South Carolina.
I mean, that is Bobby Heenan.
Yeah.
Bobby Heenan would run out with the belt as the match was still going on.
Humanoids.
It reminded me of like the Pistons when they got beat by the Bulls.
Yes, very
and they
much
walked
the
out
Pistons.
before the game was over.
Which, by the way, is my all-time favorite basketball game.
Terrible, no.
I have that, and then when Russia beat the U.S. Those are my two favorite games of all time.
The Clintons should have recreated that scene when the Lewinsky scandal broke.
Yeah.
And they walked to the helicopter with Hillary and big giant dark sunglasses and Chelsea in between them.
I cannot imagine that anybody would rather watch like Celebrity Apprentice more than this. This thing is 10 times more reality TV. I'll say it's even crazier than Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah.
I will go that high. The only way that this election would be better is that if we had a Baldwin brother in it. Because the Clintons act like the parents of the Baldwins. The way the Baldwins stick together no matter what the reality show is.
Right.
You know, one lies and the other swears to it, which would be the perfect Hillary Clinton campaign motto. One lies, and then the audience yells back, and the other swears to it. All right, see you. Oh, wait. It would be amazing. But I really think that this could get rough for Obama after this. I really do. Now, Fezzi, let's go over to the Republicans, which has been another fantastic ride. The Fez told me when I said, what happened to Rudy Giuliani? He's out. It's not going to happen. Fez says to me just a couple weeks ago, relax. Rudy Giuliani is waiting in Florida. He's spending millions and millions of dollars in Florida. I go, he's not showing up. He said, don't worry. He is going to announce that he's going to be running with Governor Chris. Governor Chris is very, very popular, 70% approval rating in Florida. I didn't even know about this. Fez says, you watch. It's in the pocket. Yesterday, Fezzi, Chris comes out and backs John McCain.
Yeah.
That was a shocker to you. Was it a shocker to anyone else?
It was, yeah, I think it was a complete shocker. I don't think anyone was expecting Governor Chris to throw his support behind someone before the primary even. Maybe wait till the nominee was chosen, then come out and support, campaign in Florida. But this is even before the primary. He throws this out. So, yeah, complete shocker.
Why did he do it? To hurt Rudy and to knock Rudy out?
I think he's like the rest of Florida. He sees Rudy slipping. He sees McCain surging.
Yeah.
And jumped on a bandwagon. And that's what's going on in Florida.
Why anti-Mitt Romney, though? Because Mitt Romney is right there neck and neck with McCain before this happened. Now, if this guy is as popular in Florida as you say,
right,
this should put John McCain over the edge here, right?
I would think so. Yeah, I would think. And the only thing I can think of why not Mitt Romney is just these reports that you hear that Republicans don't like Mitt Romney. They just personally don't like him.
I've heard the same exact reports about John McCain. They haven't really liked John McCain for 8 years.
For years.
He was very, very popular with independents. He was very popular with Democrats. And he couldn't, 8 years ago, and he could not make it through the nomination process because he wasn't right-wing enough, he wasn't religious enough, whatever all those things you need to be to make it as a Republican. So, Fezzi, I, like an idiot, I believe my partner. I go around repeating to people about, oh, you wait till Governor Chris jumps in behind America's mayor, the world's mayor. The world's mayor is bleeding and maybe out and never really got into the race. This race, by the way, I think they will be teaching courses on both sides of this for years to come. Because no matter what you say, it looks like Rudy Giuliani may have run the worst campaign in political history. A guy who came in that was so well liked, he was funded. It looked like he was going to, I didn't think it was a slam dunk, but he was going to be there to the end. He may never have gotten his foot in the door.
And he had an issue to go with. He was going to protect everybody. He could have played off the fear factor.
The fear factor hasn't worked lately.
No.
People are more interested in the economy than they are the Middle East. And, the Bush backing. A lot of people in that party who voted for Bush now are like saying we need to go in a different direction. And I don't mean to Democrat. They mean they want their own party to go into a different direction. And Rudy went and, kind of joined up the Team Bush a few years ago.
Yeah, he cozied right up.
For you, Earl, would you have rather seen Rudy Giuliani get to the end?
Yes, just to
I mean,
see.
who's going to be tougher for the Democrats to beat, Rudy Giuliani or John McCain?
I think it would have been tougher to beat Rudy Giuliani. Mainly
Than John McCain?
Than John McCain.
No. McCain has, I think, liberals will vote for McCain, and Republicans wanting to stay in the White House will just say, fuck it. We know he has some liberal ideologies, but they'll go right behind him.
Yeah, but I got two numbers for you, a 7 and a 0. It's tough to vote for a 70-year-old man.
Reagan got in.
Not at that age.
Pretty old, though.
How old was Reagan when he first got in?
I think Reagan was maybe like 66, 67.
And he ran the second time, and let's face it, even going into it, he was half retarded. By the end of it, he was completely retarded. He didn't know what he was doing anymore.
I just don't understand why Giuliani, he's not in the public eye even. Like, you don't see Rudy Giuliani doing any national ads.
Because you're not in Florida. Everything was based on Florida. He's spending tons of money in Florida. If you live in Florida, you're like, I see it. I get it. America's mayor. I understand. You're going to be tough on the terrorists. They're just not buying in.
Wow.
They're not digging it at all. Who did you watch the results with? What TV station?
MSNBC.
Yeah. Earl?
I was CNN.
MSNBC.
I have got to get off the MSNBC bandwagon. I went there again, and all I do is cuss at those people. They annoy me, yet I watch. I'm going to go over to Fox, but they waited too long to start. And the moment the polls opened, they said it's over. You know what I mean? The second the polls closed, I mean, they go, okay, voting is done. We now have a winner. But you knew it going up, and they said that she had left the state. And the way they were beating up on Hillary before this even happened. And I'm wrong even to say Hillary. It really is the Clintons. Any doubt that you're only getting one person is gone now. It's two people running. The weird thing is that we would be having some kind of national craze for a while, like Obama mania. The only people that seem like they could stop this are in the race, the Clintons. There's nobody else in the Democratic Party that would have been able to stop this Obama love fest that's going on. Now, by the time we get to the general election, he'll get hit hard. But he should have just ran through the Democrats with nothing but love.
Yeah, and now some of the endorsements coming out. Ted Kennedy's going to endorse Obama.
We don't have that yet. What we do have is Caroline laughs and it's raining all day, and she wants to be one of the girls. That's a different one. Now, when I understand, RFK Jr. is going to go the other direction and go with the Clintons. Supposedly, that was to divide the family up. And then after some rough stuff, we heard that Ted will, but we don't have that yet, Fezzi. And I don't want to be, I don't want to be caught up in that same situation as I was last week of believing Fez Whatley about Governor Chris. I would rather just sit around and say what is going to happen, because we can't speak for Teddy Kennedy. He could get a call from the Clintons, and they go, you know what? we'd like that one-legged son of yours as vice president. I'm sure Teddy's willing to make a deal. Caroline Kennedy, who I bumped into on the Upper East Side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, classy.
For an Irish person, she's
Come on with that.
Yeah. Would you want a daughter that looked just like Caroline Kennedy?
Yeah, I would have no problem with that. I think she's good looking.
Good, because the chances are you will. The chances are you will. Earl, was that big for you, Caroline?
Huge for me because she basically said he is the closest to my father, his father.
Hey, in that family, it could be her father. Because they like to get out. They like to step out.
Well, he liked the ladies.
Yeah.
She basically compared him to Jack Kennedy, which is not a bad comparison at all, considering, particularly with the speeches, everything, there are comparisons to JFK.
Well, I'm going to even take that a little further. And I'm going to compare Obama with Bake McBride. And I'm saying that as a guy from Philly. He reminds me very much of Bake McBride.
That's ridiculous.
What do you mean that's ridiculous?
They're nothing similar.
What are you talking about? Who was there for us in 80? 1980.
Bake McBride.
Shake and bake, baby. It's shake and bake.
Here's my one problem, though.
Yeah. I would love somebody to get me a Bake McBride toy.
Oh.
Somebody to play with my Steve Carlton toy.
I'm on that.
Which, by the way, is still in the package where it will stay forever until it goes into the trash can.
Whenever there's a Democratic candidate who's under 50, people automatically say he's the next Kennedy. Even though I'm an Obama fan, I wish that analogy wasn't always given, because guess who can say that? Fucking Bill Clinton in 92 can say, everyone called me the John F. Kennedy. So that's
you turned out to be Ted Kennedy, Bill. You're a train wreck.
But it doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, a lot of people have tried to, and a lot of people try to compare themselves with Reagan. If you're older, you're like, I'm like the new Reagan. If you're younger, I'm the new JFK.
McCain throws that out a lot. I was there for the Reagan Revolution.
Ew. I don't even know what that is.
There was a revolution, and the whites won. It's when the whites had a revolution against the whites. I'll tell you something else, though. This thing, and I will bring up MSNBC. I believe that the racial stuff is talked about too much. I honestly think in 2008, we should be getting past the point of what did black men vote for? What did white women vote for? I find that whole thing as news. If it's not racist, it's at least racial, and it's very divisive. Mm-hmm. To me, that you should only vote for someone that is your same sex or your same color. Are we really that shallow? We haven't moved past that in 2008?
I think we are that shallow. I think we really, really are that shallow.
Then let's change the name of this country from the United States of America. Strike that, Earl, and put up the flag, Shallow Hal. And that is the entire United States of America is now Shallow Hal.
I'll be voting for Gwyneth Paltrow if that happens.
Wouldn't I? Wouldn't I? Even when she was big, I still thought she looked wonderful. Yeah.
MSNBC does have just the most pie charts, separating race and class.
It's like watching National Lampoon. It's so fucking annoying. I got to get off of it. But CNN is, it's too dry for me right now.
Yeah.
I find CNN just flat out boring.
Yeah.
They don't have any pizzazz.
And then you're not going to get, Williams on there. You're not going to get any of the real national guys.
Right.
So that's a problem. And then the Fox guys, it's just like, pickup truck TV. I can't even do it, I might as well be watching blue collar TV. It's just silly.
Well, the MSNBC guys, they get laughing at each other so much, it's almost like an NFL pregame show now.
It's not funny. There's never any funny jokes, and yet the guffaws are happening everywhere.
The McLaughlin group said that Hillary's going to be really smashing Barack hard on this. The fact that he has ties to this one guy who was like a slumlord.
Yeah, Oresco.
Yeah, and they said that they are going to start hitting the hell out of him on this Resco situation.
Well, they're saying that his vice president would be Resco, which I don't even think that it will be. But again, now I know not everybody's interested in politics, but if you can't get interested in it from a gambler's eye, if you can't sit there and go, look at all these people, and what they're willing to do to become president, it's like you never got the thing of America, what America's really about, you know? And I know our history, the election stuff, has always been tacky, but it's just so minute to minute tacky now. It's phenomenally mean-spirited. It's phenomenally bizarre of how wacky. Now, you know that, and then immediately the Obama people put up a picture of Hillary with Resco, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
5 minutes after. And you know that neither one of them were as tied in as what they're saying about each other. But remember when somebody was running out with Nancy Reagan and a picture with serial killers? There was two different serial killers had posed with Nancy Reagan, which immediately is, of course, not fair. She poses, you know, with tons of people. But it was so damn hysterical that you just want to Photoshop Manson and Hitler and keep it going. So, Fez, pick the winners today.
The winners are going to be Hillary Clinton and Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney.
Yep.
There's a shocker. Dave.
Obama and McCain.
Homer. Earl?
Obama McCain.
Obama McCain.
Yes.
How do you see this bump from Mitt Romney? He's got to win Florida?
I think if he's got to win Florida, and I also think when we get to the Super Tuesday on February 5th, I think that'll lock it up for Hillary when you have that many states.
Yeah.
But I think a bunch of states will go back and forth, McCain and Romney will end up getting it in the end.
Is it, and by that you mean the ass. Now, is it crazy on that side to think that it will be a Hillary and Obama ticket? No matter who wins this thing, they'll take the other person.
I can't see that happening. The blood is too bad for me.
What about Reagan Bush? They were terrible to each other. They went in. Go back to JFK. Him and Johnson not only hated each other during the election, they hated each other in the White House. And supposedly Reagan and Bush didn't like each other in the White House.
Right.
George W. Bush always said it was, on Reagan's side, but they didn't like each other. Earl, you was the original Obama man. Will it be an Obama Clinton ticket? Will he bring on both of them to be his vice president?
MC squared.
I think he will not take Hillary and Bill on this ticket. I think she is too divisive. I think she's just too polarizing. I think he's just going to go with a fresh face or.
If you were Hillary Clinton, would you pick Obama?
No.
To be with you.
No, I don't see what the logic behind that, because if you're Hillary, I don't think you want someone from Illinois.
All right, Fezzy, now give me the VPs for each ticket on yours.
Okay, it's going to be Hillary with Obama. They will kiss and make up. There's going to be unity at the convention, and that'll be the running mate.
Right.
And Mitt Romney's running mate will be, it'll probably be like some guy we never heard of.
Oh, who does Obama pick if he wins?
I'm going to go Bill Richardson of New Mexico.
Yeah, because he's got a lot of heat. Because there's the one thing you need if you're a black guy is to have a Hispanic guy with you.
No, but he's got plenty of experience. He's very well liked amongst both parties.
Right. And then, Earl, why don't you just ask me to vote Republican after a while? Why completely live white guys out? Who's he going to pick?
Dennis Kucinich.
Oh, stop.
Wait a second.
I can't
Wait,
talk
no,
with you.
Stop it.
No, for real, it would make sense. Young and old, black and white. I would think you're covering a lot of the bases there.
99% of his own party doesn't want Kucinich. 99%. Time and time again, he runs.
Right. This is the time. He gets in. Hey, it happened with McCain. He kept running, and now look, he's their front runner. I would think Kucinich.
Yes, but no one is going to pick McCain as their VP.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
I think Romney will pick someone like Pete Coors out of Colorado, just someone on the other side of the country who hasn't been involved in this national race.
He would kill himself with a Pete Coors. Pete Coors would be a liability. Who would John McCain pick, Fezzy?
John McCain would go with someone young. Let's see. I'm not sure who he.
If you're John McCain, you got to think, hey, when my heart attack hits, this is the guy that's going to be taking over for me.
Maybe he'll go with the Charlie Crist, the governor of Florida.
If what you're saying, I mean, that may be exactly what this is based on.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. That why else would Charlie Crist do this except for to get on the ticket? And if you could take Florida, you do that right now. Whoever can get Florida, on either side of the ticket should be trying to do whatever they can do to have that for the general election. Because as always, it comes down, Florida is going to be a big state to play there.
I wouldn't see why McCain then maybe to bring the party together, go with the Romney. Now, I think that could work because they don't seem to be, hating each other as much as Hillary and Obama.
Right.
So I think that could really solve a lot of the Republican problems with the divisiveness of that party.
Yeah.
So I would think that's my thing.
Yours is probably not even bad. I hate to say that after your stupid Dennis Kucinich talk, but that is really not that bad. All right, the other big story this week we're going to talk about a little bit is the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The Super Bowl with the New York Football Giants. Fez, this little game that they're playing up there in New England where nobody gets to see Tom Brady. What's going on?
Yeah, Tom Brady hasn't been seen in his locker for 2 days now, at least. Makes no sense.
Does anyone think if he wasn't that hurt, he'd be walking around New York taking time off? Wouldn't they have him in a hospital with the same guy who took care of Wolverine from X-Men, trying to do whatever they could do to have Tom Brady ready to play this game?
And it doesn't even look like a real cast.
Yeah.
I looked at those things.
It's an air cast.
Right.
Yeah, it's soft.
Yeah.
It's not like a
It's run
cast.
up with air.
Yeah, you can't sign it. That's when I think of a cast, I think of a hard cast that you can sign. Not
So
one of these
are they
things.
doing this just to bullshit around? Because they could end
Yeah.
up in trouble again, right?
Yeah,
You
totally.
cannot play this fucking game with the line. We bet on these games, NFL, and believe me, if I found out, 12 points and Brady won't be playing, I'm taking that bet. I could have born and raised in Boston. I'm taking that bet.
Right.
I could be Paul Revere's great grandson, and I'm fucking laying money down on the Giants at that point because you don't play around with money. I think they're going to end up in trouble again, Fez.
Yeah, I would not doubt that Belichick is again making the rules up as he goes along, where he figures he can get away with this. Where it's almost like, no, I as long as I don't say he's not hurt, I'm fine. Or as long as I don't say he is hurt. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like what I don't say is okay, not
Right.
what I do say.
But at the time that you have to put up your injured list, they'll have it exactly the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly. Like
And-
he could call Tom Brady questionable right now and probably fit into every loophole there is.
Well, you know what? It's kind of interesting, though. That does play somewhat a game with the Giants because it forces the Giants to have those conversations, to talk it over with each other. Somebody's going, well, what if it isn't Brady? And everyone's yelling, shut up. I mean, that is a way of getting in their kitchen.
I think if you're the Giants, just plan and make your strategies for a healthy Tom Brady.
Absolutely.
Because if he's not in the game,
You think,
and
Dave?
your fucking backup quarterback. No, but I mean, my point is, why is Belichick even playing these mind games? He is bad news. He's a dirty football coach, if there is such a thing. I know Jim Brown played possum in games.
Yeah.
But to playing this shit, I think is over the line and not sportsmanlike.
You know what? But like Ric Flair, he's the dirtiest player in the game.
Woo!
And also like Ric Flair, you want to beat a man?
Yeah.
You got to beat the man.
Woo! Right. But that's my point. There's a difference between football and wrestling. And I expect football to be, I could be naive here, but it'd be a little bit more up and up than Ric Flair. But, Belichick, as Fez said, Belichick just does whatever he wants.
Give me the final score.
Final score, Giants 24, Patriots 21.
Really? Close one, huh?
Yes.
Overtime?
No, Giants win on an Eli drive within 2 minutes.
Wow, very exciting. Earl.
30-24 Giants.
Ooh.
You're going Giants
I'm
now.
going Giants.
Wow. Fez?
34-17, the New England Patriots.
Oh,
you
you're
son
off
of a
the bandwagon.
Yeah, I have to go with what I feel.
Yeah.
And usually
I
would
have to be honest.
Usually I would be upset, but I thought he broke the jinx.
He has broke
I
the
did
jinx.
break the
So
jinx.
now, thanks a lot.
And can I tell you something? He is now due. Once your jinx is broken.
Right.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, he'll go on a huge streak.
Yeah. Now he's due for the next 3 years to pick winners.
He's like the guy from Back to the Future, too.
No, I'll give you a little good news. Charlie Crist. But other than that, is that his name, Charlie?
Charlie Crist,
I
yeah.
never even heard of the son of a bitch till the other day. Then my friends in Florida, I'm a Democrat. I love Charlie Crist. Why? He's not Bush. He's not Jeb Bush.
I didn't even know Jeb Bush was gone, to be honest with you.
Yeah, all the Bushes are gone.
What about that one Bush, the real young one who is like
George P?
Hispanic?
Yeah, I copped from him. That's the guy I copped from.
Really?
He gets it from his sister.
All right, so why now you back to the Pats?
I just think it's going to be the Patriots. I think they're too.
And they're going to cover?
Oh, they're going to cover. Yeah, I think they're too dominant.
Hair versus hair?
What happened?
Well, Dave Camper about his hair.
What about the last week of the regular season? What about the fact that the Giants are even hotter than that last week?
Here's the one problem for the Giants, because I do believe they have the hot hand. That off week hurt them, in my opinion.
I agree with you.
I would have liked to keep that momentum going if I'm the Giants.
No, I am nervous about that.
Because now they have time to think.
Yeah,
Yep.
and historically, when you take 2 weeks off, it favors the favorite by a lot of points. Usually 2 weeks off result in blowouts, and 1 week off historically in the Super Bowl results in a real good game. And anytime it's a close game, then that favors the underdog. So this 2 weeks off historically is bad. But I still think it doesn't matter. They were hurt, so they're going to get a little healthy. They'll be in good shape.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't expect a guy from Jersey to actually be able to sit there and look at the whole thing.
No, I have all the respect.
You're a Democrat from Jersey, and you're the Obama Giants. Oh, wait, could really line up to be a rough year for you. A really rough year.
Can I ask something, though?
No, I don't want any questions on today's show. I can't take callers, so I want to keep our in-house talking to a minimum.
Oh, okay. Dave, if you're going to wear the New York sweatshirt every day,
Yeah.
could you maybe wash it or run
Oh.
a vacuum over it to get the dog hair off of it?
Oh, no.
That thing is just covered in dog hair every day.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah. To have that dog, Strummer, a little Pomeranian.
I don't know what you do at home. I never really pay any attention.
You can't wash clothes during a streak.
Yeah, I know, but you're
Yeah, he's right about that. You can't.
Really?
Yeah, you can't wash during a streak. That doesn't mean you have to wear. And you're not playing. I would say that for the team.
No.
You're walking around like a lint brush.
Look, all I'll say is, when I put the sweatshirt on and I got my lucky football, those two combos, the Giants started to win. They were losing against Tampa Bay, and they haven't looked back since.
And you put on the sweatshirt then?
I
During
wear
the game?
now. I wear the sweatshirt now every single day until and up to including the Super Bowl.
By the Super Bowl, you can just wear the Pomeranian. No one will be able to tell the difference.
It's not. There's some stains on it and stuff, but
Are they batch stains?
It's that's private.
All right.
There's a couple.
So you're jacking in your own. You don't even bother taking your sweatshirt off.
No, I mean I'm trying to wear it. I wear it to bed. I wear it almost all the entire day except for showers.
Well, we're very lucky then. We are extremely lucky for that. We cannot talk about the SAG Awards because they're happening before we do this, but we can bring up the Director Guild Awards. And by the way, the reason why today is a tape show is I'm speaking to you. I am in grand jury duty down at Law and Order. It's called Law and Order. It's downtown.
It's a fancy building.
It is. And hopefully by now I'm out of it. They will see that I'm not the type of person that should have anyone's fate. Because let's face it, I like a good gag. I like a good joke.
Well, grand juries sound too almost intimidating, even for the people on the grand jury. It just sounds too stressful.
You're the grand jury.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to be a part of that for any reason. It just seems it seems like you could get in trouble.
From what I understand it, even if I'm allowed out of this, they could call me back again in a couple months because it's grand jury.
See, I'm not buying that.
No, I've got this from a lot of people. It's not
Really?
regular jury.
Okay.
You what?
The man who was called to jury 4 times this year.
Yeah,
isn't
you
Brian.
have been called a lot.
Yeah, but that's only because I didn't fulfill my obligation and I had to go back.
You win. They
I
kept
feel
calling
like I'm
back.
fulfilling my obligation as a citizen by doing this show.
I think
By
so.
doing this show. And I got to get them to understand it.
Yeah.
Understand that.
Well, maybe you can talk about what happened in the grand jury if they're going to play that game.
I have to talk about that. You know what I mean? I have to talk about my life. That's my
right.
job.
Exactly.
If I'm a housewife, no, I won't mention the grand jury. But I am a broadcast journalist / shock jock. I'll be talking about it constantly. So we can't do the SAG Awards as we normally would do. Just go and, check online. But the Coen brothers picked up the Directors Guild Award, No Country for Old Men. I think everybody on the show's happy about that, right?
Yes, I am.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's a great win, and I hope it's a precursor for the Oscars. I wanted to see them take it home. Now that Sean Penn's not nominated.
Now that, I had two other people. I really wanted Sean Penn, and I would have loved to see Julian Schnabel win this. But the fact that he was even nominated with a little French film is pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, it's good for the Coen brothers, and this will be the first time that they were nominated Best Director together.
Yeah, I didn't even know that to this year. They have normally split it up. One calling themselves a producer,
Joel,
the other one calling themselves a director. But they're basically the Clintons of the film industry, and they have dropped this little farce that they're not producing, directing, and writing these things at the same time. That would have almost made me want to vote against them, though, if I was voting.
Oh, why?
You know what? This show would go a lot easier for me if I had my brother in here. Trust me, I'd line up on all you fucking guys.
Joel was always the director, and Ethan was the producer.
Yeah.
So actually, it's just a good thing for Ethan. Ethan's probably like, finally, now a bone gets thrown my way. For Joel taking credit
I think
for
it's
it.
very, very true that this could be win Best Picture, and that's another Oscar as well.
Well, that's true. Then that would be Joel getting his due.
And the thing is, this will be so uncomfortable because neither one of these guys is good at public speaking. I've seen them in interviews, and they make it seem like they hate the interviewer and the people watching.
They're not fans of eye contact.
No.
And they are fans of scratching their beards. And you hear it through the microphone like on Charlie Rose.
You know what? They remind you of those guys in school that never really get involved in something, but if you walk by them, you hear, "Oh yeah, you're cool." What did you just fucking say to me? You know, that little annoying thing of like they have their own clique, so they make fun of the fucking make fun of the stoners, make fun of the preppies, make fun of the fucking greasers. They make fun of everybody, but never actually to their face.
Just gotta take them down a peg in their own world.
In their own world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant films, though, the Coen brothers. You can't say enough good things about the films of those guys.
Well, look at that body of work.
Yeah. Nobody pulling for P.T. Anderson in this, though? I'd be happy to see him win.
I wouldn't be unhappy just because I love Magnolia, Boogie Nights, and Heart Eight that much, but Coen brothers, I really want. It's their time.
What is your problem with that other movie they did?
I don't like the Sandler flick.
You didn't like
that
The Punch
much.
Drunk Love?
Not that much.
Yeah, I was a big fan of it. Earl?
Wasn't a fan of it.
Really? All because of Sandler?
I thought Sandler took away from this really unique and quirky story. I couldn't get that damn water.
Were you the same way?
No, I disagree with Earl on that. I thought Sandler did a good job. It just, believe it or not, people always talk about the length of movies. I actually thought they could have maybe tacked on another half an hour. I thought
you wanted longer.
I thought the story was just like a little too simple and straightforward for a P.T. Anderson flick.
You know what? All movies could be longer for me. I got nowhere to go. Tomorrow's my first real day, grand jury. I mean, today. Well, thanks to tape.
But that's one thing I never ever complain about with movies. People will say, "Oh, they're too long." Well, what does that mean? Then does that mean that certain parts of the movie were too boring for you? I mean, I don't think a film being too long is a valid criticism.
Well, it is since the internet started, and people can just go in and watch clips. You know what I mean? Like, people are very happy to watch 4 minutes or 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people now that are like, no, I just watch Letterman's Top 10, or I'll watch one guest on there. You know, they don't even stick with a 1 hour TV show anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like, taking a great album and only listening to 2 or 3 songs.
Sometimes we do that. You know, now that people have iPods, they do that.
I know, and I think that's hurting, album. I just think that's hurting.
Is that right, Grandma? It used to be better than you and Blowhard's Day?
Oh, no, I'm not saying that.
In my day, you'd get an album and a Coke. It would cost $4.
I always worry about a movie being too long.
Ron and Fez show, hanging out with you here today. No phone calls because this is a taped show. A tape show. Now, this could go on for quite some time. I hope not. I don't want to be down there I'll tell you this right away. If it's a drug dealer, he walks. If you hit somebody, you're in trouble. That's the way. That's my thing. If you're doing your own thing, I don't care what the law is. I got nothing I can do about it. But if you bother another human being, fuck you. Now you cross the line.
It's a good rule.
That's my only rule. I guess, oddly enough, maybe I'm just a libertarian. I'm a libertarian who would like to see poor kids get braces and food. That's what I am. That's my political thing. I am a libertarian who doesn't hate poor people. Where, Earl, you just want everything free, right?
Oh, yeah. I think, particularly with blacks, we're owed a little something. We gave a lot to this country.
You yourself?
Well, we as a people, we gave a lot to this country.
And we as a people, am I now supposed to represent white people? What? We as a people, I'll talk for white people. We as a people invented this country and built it up from scratch where there was nothing. We got over here, not even a fucking building when we showed up. I'm sorry, you had thousands of years on this continent. You couldn't come up with bricks. No one ever thought to themselves, here's how you make a brick. No. Tents.
I wonder if it was laziness or just lack of creativity.
White people got off a boat and came into the world's biggest KOA campground in history. Took up fucking 2 continents of campground. You do what you can. All right, Earl, I'm going to see what I can do about getting you free stuff.
Earl gets a lot of free stuff.
Yeah, kicks.
Just goes into the prize closet.
Yeah. What he would really love to have is kicks. More than anything else.
He's got to turn in a gun for that.
Earl, I noticed online there's another big thing lined up for Black Rock Coalition. You got another big show this week?
No, not that I know of. We got a show coming up.
You had one over the weekend?
Yeah, we had a show that was last weekend at Brooklyn Academy of Music Cafe, and we got another show on February 1st.
I don't think so. Well, that's the one
coming up.
That's the one coming up.
Yes,
February 1st.
I thought they meant on the air. I was like, no, but we have a show.
No, obviously I don't mean on the air. You would never get on the air. You get the opportunity and you blow it. What is your big show that you got coming up?
Just a band showcase featuring Rashid and one of my favorites, Honey Child Coleman. She's a great artist.
These are all black bands?
Yes,
black audiences normally come? Let me ask you this, because I don't go to a lot of shows with black people. Do they ever do the lighters in the air?
Oh, never do the lighters in the air, ever.
Do they applaud and ask for more?
They will stand up. They'll do like a church. They'll just do like, go ahead, sing. You know.
But they won't just keep it. Yeah, we're keeping it going. Will they put their cell phones up?
No cell phones. None of that stuff. But it's very
Not
much
used
like,
to that.
Doesn't sound like a lot of participation on the part of the African Americans.
No, we do other. It's a lot of call and response. Lots of call and response at shows.
Mm-hmm. That whole hey, oh,
because Freddie Mercury never did call and response.
Well, but it started before him. Ray Charles, I think, started the whole, at least the rock thing of call and response. Now it's when O&A had the rap guys down at their show.
Public Enemy.
Yeah. They did a call and response that went on forever. And I'm like, we get it. It was like 20 minutes.
If maybe more.
Yeah. I get it. Take the big clock off your chest, pick up a guitar and start playing it. You can't play a giant clock. That should not be hanging around your neck. That's where the guitar should be.
He doesn't even check that clock.
There's too many rock cliches to me anyway. To me, anyone still doing a mosh pit in 2008, you might as well just have a time machine. The mosh pit is over. It's ridiculous. It really, a lot of people don't even understand this. The mosh pit was invented by beer companies and concession stand people to just get people to spill their beverages and be forced to buy more. There are more spilled drinks during a mosh pit than is needed. First of all, it's a $7 beer. Why would you be knocking it out of somebody's hand?
And who enjoys getting punched, too? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Worst rock cliche for you, Fezzy?
It's anytime, it's when you have to sing along.
You don't like to sing when they put the mic out?
No. I'm not paying to hear everyone sing.
Who invented that for you? I'm stopping singing, because I'll tell you who I think it was. Your favorite, Tom Petty.
It was Tom Petty, and I don't even like it.
Tom Petty during Breakdown was the first time it was ever recorded and then set out. There was a live breakdown where he stopped singing, the audience picked it up, and everybody thought, well, that's cool. And after that point, every band started to do it.
Well, really?
And now it also, I'll agree with Fez. I don't mind when people sing along, but I want to hear what I paid for.
Especially if it's on a live album. Yeah, I've on Oasis's live album, Don't Look Back in Anger, the crowd sings the chorus.
Right.
And that's ridiculous.
But then in concert, it'll get to be, all right, this section, and now that section, and it just goes on forever.
You don't like this sectional singing?
No, I hate
Now
a
that-
sectional.
Now that Fez started with the Runt, Todd Rundgren, supposedly he did that live and then somehow mixed it so they harmonized later on songs.
Wow.
I thought that was kind of brilliant. What's a rock cliche for you can't handle anymore, Earl?
When singers want to find the loudest section, it's like, we want to know which section's the loudest. Let me hear you up top. And then they start screaming. It's like,
I don't like anybody who even screams for their town.
right.
We've been a lot of places,
It's a cheap pop.
but nobody rocks like they do here in Elkton, Maryland. And I'm at the show, and I'm like, I'm willing to bet that Cleveland rocks harder than Elkton, Maryland.
I've actually seen Pearl Jam a few times, and Eddie does the same speech every single time. I don't want to placate everybody, but you guys in New Jersey, best fans we've ever had. And then I saw him at Randall's Island, and he literally used the placate where he goes, I don't want to placate everybody, but Randall's Island New York fans are the best. And I'm like, you use placate? A really weird word.
And you thought that was the first time in Jersey that he ever said
Yeah.
placate? You were getting it used then.
But
You know what? I'm glad you brought up Pearl Jam, because they will do the odd thing of, all right, I'm in Jersey, so I'll do Born to Run.
oh, they definitely do that.
And they do that kind of stuff wherever they go. There's a thing on YouTube where they're in Hawaii, and they do a song by the fat ukulele guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Brother.
it's just really, oh man, I remember it's from the movie,
Well, it's not from the movie. He's a real person.
No.
But you know what I'm talking about, the fat
Yeah,
ukulele
yeah, yep.
guy. They do one of his songs. Brother is his name, I think, IZ. And I'm like, you know what? That's kind of sweet, but there's every place that you go. They're in Detroit. We'd like to do something by the Supremes right now. Here's a little Bob Seger for you. He is, everybody thought with Pearl Jam, artist. He's really a showman, first and foremost.
Yeah, he is, but that's kind of what I like about him. But the cliches sometimes get a little overburdened.
He is just a rock showman.
Yeah,
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's
but
not.
he was supposed to be, an artist.
Well,
No, he's not.
And speaking of Pearl Jam concerts, you see crowd surfing. But the thing
Crowd
is now,
sur- yeah, that was-
yeah.
now they're 35.
Yeah.
You're like, you're too old to be crowd.
Hip crowd surfing. It can be a very dangerous thing. Age of the 20s. Crowd surfing is annoying.
Sucks.
Well, obviously, started diving into the crowd, but the first real rock star, Springsteen, was the
Oh.
first one to go out into the crowd like.
And you would see clips of him doing it sometimes as early as like 78.
Yeah.
So he could have started it.
Well, he started it on the major scale. The punk guys. Earl, you got anybody?
no, I was going to say, wasn't it Iggy Pop also who did that?
Yeah, but Iggy, again, I don't think he played. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was always a smaller thing in the 70s with Iggy.
Yeah, I mean, with the cheap pops, it's always when the artist is wearing the jersey or whatever it is.
Oh,
That is
good
so
one, yeah.
bad. Like Little Feet at the Garden. What's the name? The guy comes out with a Rangers jersey on. He opens up his coat and it's a giant Rangers jersey. The place goes crazy.
Yeah.
At GNR in Madison Square Garden 2003, not only did Axl start the show with Derek Jeter, he waited 3 songs, then changed into a Messier jersey. Waited 4 songs, came back into a Michael Strahan jersey. Waited a few more songs, and came back into a Curtis Martin. He went through every single sports team.
And why do you like this guy? To me, now the only way that I like that is if you do it like the New Age Outlaws and you wear the other team's jersey. You go to Madison Square Garden and come out in a Red Sox jersey. Then you're impressive to me. Then you got something happening.
Yeah, that's true.
Could you sleep in an underwater hotel? They have this underwater hotel that they're putting together. Could you stay at the where you go down underneath the water and stay there?
Why bother? Why not just go out there doing the, go diving or whatever you want to do? But why would you want to sleep underwater? Like in a submarine? Is it a submarine or it's a building that goes underwater?
It's a building that goes underwater.
Does the submarine drop you off?
Uh-huh. I think that's how it works.
Wow.
I've never heard of this place.
So,
I know that there's buildings that, you're under sea level, but I don't think, I'll say this. If you're leaving, like you have to dive down there and sleep, I think that's cool. But if you're just driving out somewhere and then you just, you go out on a boat and the whole hotel's underwater, what is that? You might as well be sleeping on an oil derrick.
I couldn't sleep in some place that I knew, like if the faucet was dripping, that could be a major leak.
Well, I ain't staying in any hotel the faucet drips anyway. I'm fucking paying $400 a night. Guess what? It better look nicer than my house or I'm fucking leaving. I hate any hotel that isn't nicer than your fucking house. That drives me nuts.
I would think the underwater hotel would be awesome. You could look out your window and see a fish swimming by you. It would almost be like being on acid.
Yeah, unless, that's nice if this place is in the Caribbean. What if you're off Maine? You ain't saying shit. First of all, I don't even know if this hotel exists, by the way Fez set it up, or whether he had a weird dream.
I believe it's a real hotel.
Where is it?
I don't know. I don't know where it's
Where
at.
did you see the story?
In your dreams.
Wake up, Fezzy. Wake up.
But you see ice melting. It could be the ice machine's leaking or the entire hotel is leaking.
I swear to God, I thought he meant ice leaking outside the room. I'm going, is it the Arctic? I'm still trying to find out where this place is. Fez, let me ask you this. Could you get your hair cut in an underwater hotel? Would that bother you?
I wouldn't want to be down there for anything.
You don't like being underwater?
No, I don't like that feeling of you're surrounded by water. No, it feels like
how do you think fish feel?
Yeah.
They got to live with that all the time.
But it just feels like it could come crashing in at any moment.
So you could never go in a submarine. If you had the opportunity to go out on a submarine.
I would hate to go in a submarine.
It's only 3 months.
That's 3 months too long. I wouldn't want to go 3 minutes.
No one's making you. These things are...
I don't like it might be.
I don't think anybody's kidnapping you. They're asking you. Would you like to take a nice submarine ride?
You don't think it's very tranquil underwater? I always found being underwater very, very soothing. I would think being in an underwater hotel, it'd be very relaxing.
Well, people don't have, aquariums because it's not comfortable,
Yeah.
Mm.
I even tried scuba diving once. Hated it.
Everything's got to be comfortable for you.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
You got to stay above board, and then you got to have what? Mashed potatoes and deep fried yams. Or what do you people eat down south? What is your comfort food?
My comfort food is chocolate ice cream.
I wonder why I had 2 heart attacks. Everyone always brings up comfort food. They never bring up a comfort drink.
That doesn't seem fair. I mean, there are comfort drinks in my opinion.
What is your comfort drink?
Chocolate milk. I know I'm 30 years old and I shouldn't be,
Would you have that alone, though?
Yeah.
Just you sitting there with the chocolate milk?
Absolutely. If I want something comforting and I'm feeling blue, I will have a glass of chocolate milk. Or I'll have it with the grilled cheese.
Fez, comfort drink for you?
Dr. Pepper is a comfort drink for me.
Really? You are Southern.
Yeah, it just feels good to have a Dr. Pepper. I don't have it all the time. I mean, I could have a refrigerator filled with it.
Wow, you're doing that well, are you?
Yeah. Didn't mean to brag.
Our boy's doing so well. He's got a whole refrigerator full of nothing but Dr. Pepper. God, and you people are a swing state. Earl, what is the comfort drink for you?
Cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke, which is really a Dr. Pepper, isn't it?
Yes.
Let me tell you, you're all wrong here. Again, there is only one comfort drink, and that's beer. And it was invented as a comfort drink.
That too.
I know all you guys. You go into parties, you never once go, can I have a Dr. Pepper? I'm feeling nervous. I had a bad day at work. Give me a Dr. Pepper. Now, for English people, of course, it's tea. They break for tea. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a tea every once in a while, but a daily 12 o'clock noon tea?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even comprehend it.
See, my problem with tea and coffee is I'm not a huge fan of the hot drinks because you can't drink them, in my opinion, all year round. If it's, 11 o'clock in the morning in August, you really want a cup of tea? But chocolate milk, perfect any year, any part of the year.
You're going to sit down in the middle of August, a hot day, and drink a chocolate milk? You're a liar, my friend.
No, I'm not.
You're a liar.
Oh, no, a nice cold glass.
Nobody sits outside in the sun and drinks chocolate milk. Children wouldn't do that. You're asking for mucus and humidity.
No, because it's if you get it really, really cold, it's so soothing, and it feels good in your stomach, too. It's coating. So
yes, that coating you don't want in the heat.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of virtues with chocolate milk, and it's good for you as well. Better for you than soda.
Yes, it's candy and cow snot. I'm sure that's good for you. No, there was nobody in the world who said chocolate milk is good for you, Dave, unless you just skinned your knee, you little baby, and your mom's trying to make you happy.
Well, I still carry a whole thing of Hershey syrup in my refrigerator.
There is a guy in Utah. He runs a video business that edits the sex and violence out of movies. Now, then he tries to rent the clean version of that movie. Obviously, he was busted for doing that, so he no longer does that. Now, since then, though, this guy who tries to clean up Hollywood for us has got busted for having sex with two 14-year-old girls, gave him $20 apiece to do his knob. Why does this shock nobody? Why is it that it's always the moralist, the one who wants to tell the rest of us how to live, who always gets popped with the sex crimes?
It always is. It's the ones that protest so much. It turns out that they're yelling at themselves. If they're like talking about sex or violence or immorality or whatever, when they're yelling at everybody else, it always turns out they're just pissed at themselves.
So your thing is, any guy who is against gay marriage honestly believes in his heart that if it's legal, he'll end up marrying a guy. He won't be able to stop himself. The only thing to stop him is the law. Where are you on this one, David?
I just think that if someone's yelling about something all the time, then that's what their fantasy is. Mm-hmm. So if you're yelling about homosexuality or you're yelling about young girls, it's because that's what's on your brain all the time. So it isn't shocking. This guy really wanted it.
That's kind of an interesting thing. It's just like those people that are always saying the devil somewhere. Yeah. They're probably fucking evil people. Right. Calling the darkness into their life by constantly thinking and worrying about the devil.
Yeah, I think that's the only way you can think about it.
Maybe these people that so much are afraid of immigrants, they don't want immigrants. They're afraid that if they get close to the border, they're going to run in the other direction. And they're going to wake up in Mexico without that. Earl, you're a Baptist, right?
Yes, I am.
So basically, that's like saying you're batshit crazy. And you were raised by people that are batshit crazy. Where are you on this moral issue? You must have so many times in your life have seen religious leaders get busted, right?
I've seen religious leaders get busted. I've seen like women who will always say, like, you should wait until you get married and then get into an unwanted pregnancy.
Right.
Or guys are the same way as, like, you should wait to find the right woman and get, like, 3 girls knocked up. It's always happening.
So why doesn't that ever turn you off your religious beliefs? Why, at one point, do you never say to yourself, hey, these rules don't seem to work, and the people that are preaching the rules are the ones that abuse them the most?
I think it's the people, not necessarily the faith, that's the problem. I mean, it's showing their weakness.
Would you love to have a faith with no followers? Would that be the perfect faith?
No, every faith has to have followers. I don't think that's the case at all, but generally the people who are like screaming the loudest are doing it screaming.
All right, everybody's saying the same thing here, but let's come up with this. The Scientology thing. Now a lot of people in Hollywood are coming out to stand up for Tom Cruise and say, look, he's a believer, he has faith, and all this writing on him is just going against his religious background. What do you think of that, Fez?
I would agree with that. I mean, he's not yelling anything that anyone else that deeply believes in their faith isn't. I mean, it's just when the things in those videos when he said, you come upon an accident and you think you're the only one who can help.
That's crazy talk, though.
Well, I'm sure it's no different than anyone who's saying, who believes in the power of prayer. And, I need to pray and pray and pray for this to happen.
Dude, you get in an accident, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you were raised Christian.
Right.
Do you want me to sit down next to you and pray or call an EMT?
Call an EMT.
Right. So they are not the only ones that can help. Why do we have this craziness? Now, anyone who believes in prayer would also say, get me an EMT. You would have to be nuts not to say, get me an EMT. So I'm baffled that you're okay with we're the only ones that can help. You can't fucking help. Stop acting like somehow you're the chosen people. This is the crazy, egotistical talk that happens in every religion that keeps us fucked up like we are in the Middle East right now.
I just don't like it when people flaunt their religion no matter what it is. And it doesn't matter if Tom Cruise is a Scientologist. I don't have any problem with him being a Scientologist. But the fact that it's thrown in our faces, I think, is always
You're
little
a Catholic.
troubling.
You don't feel like the Catholic Church is in everyone's face?
I mean,
you have the biggest fucking temples there are. When your Pope comes to town, our city will stop.
Right.
For the fucking parade for this man, who is supposedly Christ on earth. That's your belief system.
Yeah, he's a number one apostle.
He is Christ on earth. What he says, well, did they still say that it's indisputable? It used to be indisputable.
I mean, I thought it was changed to the Pope is the apostle, because the original...
You don't see the Roman Catholic Church as being a little over the top.
In terms of some of the cathedrals and the way they decorate, maybe that stuff is a little over the top, but, I don't think... I think back in the day they used to, try to convert people, and the Crusades was totally out of line, but I think they've stepped back from that a little bit in 2008.
So you don't like any religions that go around and say, hey, we think you should join?
No, I don't like that. So it's not about Scientology. If Steven Spielberg was throwing, Judaism in my face all the time, saying, I should... adhere to the rules of Judaism.
Whatever you say about the Jews, they do a really great job in not wanting anyone to join. I love them for that.
Right.
They go, if you go, hey, how do you become a Jew? Jewish friends always go like this. Trust me, it's not for you. It's definitely not for you. Earl, where are you? Did your parents ever used to go town to town trying to get people door to door?
My mother used to do the street, sidewalk evangelism, going door to door. She used to do it a long time ago, but she stopped. My father never did. He was just sort of like, you got to find it on your own. You got to, that's a decision that's between you and God. My mother was very like, you got to bring it to the street. You got to take it to the streets and bring it to the people.
So do you agree with these guys that when religion starts, when people bring up their religion, it's a bad thing?
I don't think, I think in Cruz's case, they keep asking him about it, and he's being honest about it, and he's being open about it, and everyone's like, well, he's throwing it in everyone's faces. Like,
and honestly, they wanted those tapes back, the ones that went out. Mm-hmm. The Scientology was not happy about those tapes being out there. And I wouldn't be either, because you look nutty when you sit around and talk like that. You look like a wackadoo.
Yeah. I mean,
we're the only ones that can help.
To me, it's like
how?
Yeah, but I mean, he's every bit as crazy as the athlete, who brings God up, and a lot of people give the athletes, who celebrate God at the end of the game a hard time, and I think this is just the same thing. We're not used to seeing.
You don't want to see athletes pray?
No. I don't. I think that's it. I especially on the field, the Yankees used to have a guy named Chad Curtis who demanded to have a prayer club in the locker room, and it was very divisive. Guys were like, "We don't care what religion you are."
Earl, bothers you to see people praying on the field?
No, not at all. Particularly like after the game, on both sides of whatever. Well, let's say if it's a Christian group. Both teams will get together, say a prayer, and I have no problem with that.
But then the guys who are actual Christians, who they might love God and Jesus just as much as those guys, then they're feeling guilted to have to join this prayer group when they could celebrate God in their own way, at home, in bed, whatever.
But I don't think anyone's forcing them to do it. It's like, hey, we're going to have prayer. If you want to come, great.
You think people should pray in bed?
No, saying your prayers before bed. But I'm just saying,
like a 3-year-old, chocolate milk, and then treat your bed like it's an altar, and then ask your mom if you can have top bunk.
Right. I'm not saying you actually have to get into that position. I'm just saying, I pray at home. I don't tell you guys about it. You know, I don't say what I'm praying for.
Well, is your prayer this? Please, God, turn me into a little birdie so I can fly with you, Casey.
No, it's not the Jenny prayer.
It's a good prayer.
That was my favorite prayer ever. I'm like, why can't we say that before Thanksgiving?
She didn't even pray for an airline ticket. She just wanted to turn into a bird.
At my Thanksgiving, my parents do the Clintons where they do the prayer together. My mother will do the first part, and then my dad will pick it up. Oh, stop it, you two.
I do remember being a kid wanting to be turned into a dog. I wouldn't pray about it, but I just would look at my dog and be like...
Isn't it great that your dreams came true? God does answer prayers, dog boy?
No.
Look at that sweatshirt.
Hey, you know what? His nose is wet. Maybe he's sick.
Oh, no.
Healthy. Look at this.
What do they say when a dog has a...
When his nose is cold?
Is that it?
I think
don't
it's
know
a
what it
cold
is.
nose.
I think that's healthy.
That's healthy.
Yeah, the cold, wet nose is healthy.
All right, so a hot, dry nose, you know you got one sick dog on your hands.
Exactly.
Dave, I know you're a big Harrison Ford fan. Here's the news coming out, though. Ryan Gosling, rumored to take over the role of Jack Ryan in the new, whatever these Jack Ryan films are called. Do they have a name?
No.
Those
They're
Tom
just
Clancy ones.
But they're just Jack Ryan films.
Right, yeah.
Good, no good.
Terrible. This kid is, what, 27, 28? Mm-hmm. Harrison Ford got the role in Patriot Games well into his late 40s or early 50s. Too young.
This is the fifth Jack Ryan, is that it?
Fourth. It was Baldwin, Harrison Ford, Affleck, now Gosling. And
Okay.
I didn't like it when they did Affleck because of the same thing. So young. Ryan
He's
Gosling,
getting younger.
Yeah.
why?
He's getting oddly younger.
And thinner.
And is Ryan Gosling really proven? I mean, talk about like an IMDb who I have no idea who this guy is, really.
What's his biggest role?
Was it the, didn't he get nominated last year?
Yeah, he got nominated for a movie no one saw.
Right.
That was that Something and a Half. I saw it.
Half Nelson.
Yeah, Half Nelson. I thought it was Cop and a Half. I honestly thought his big film was Cop and a Half, but that's Burt Reynolds. But that film made like $300,000.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was made by two kids. So has he ever had a big hit film that people... You know, this is a movie star role. Fez, this is not an acting role.
I think he was in Remember the Titans as well. And that
you
was
know
a
what?
hit.
And I saw that movie and forgot the Titans by the time I got home. That was a chick flick for guys.
Oh, it was terrible.
Guys sitting around singing Motown to each other.
And it was about racism, and there was no, N-words or anything.
You like N-words in your films?
No, but I'm just saying, be
you know
realistic.
what you like? I'm going to write down and pick up these films. Quentin Tarantino.
Oh.
I'm going to say there was no realism, is all I was saying.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino. Sometimes I'll just even yell that at Earl when I'm mad at him. I'll just yell Quentin Tarantino.
Gosling was also in that movie I believe you saw where he's dating like a mannequin or...
Worst movie ever. Seriously. That thing was maybe the worst film I've ever seen.
Yeah. So I think he's highly unproven.
He has a sex doll he doesn't have sex with.
Right.
Stupidest thing ever. What is it, Hicks?
His big movie was The Notebook.
The Notebook.
Thank you. Fez, I saw you going crazy over there pointing off for 5 minutes. Focus in the room. Those guys don't want to come in here and say anything. Focus in the room. You keep your focus here. You're able to figure out what everybody's talking about. It is the Ron and Fez show. No calls today because as we speak, I'm at the grand jury trying to figure out. Tonight I'm reading a book about how guys got out of the Vietnam War, and I'm going to go in and try every one of those things. Isn't it funny? You like being a citizen, and you never want to do this stuff. Right. It's almost American to go, no, I don't want to do the thing it takes to be a good American citizen.
Yeah, it's hideous. It just takes forever, the process, before you even get close to anything interesting if you're going to sit on a jury. Just the process alone is such a pain in the ass.
Are you allowed to bring in, like a Nintendo DS, a magazine or something?
Well,
or?
no, I can't do that. I'm an adult. So I don't want to act like I'm a 4-year-old
a book.
who doesn't know. Yes, I will bring a book with me, like a man would bring.
But I mean, can you do that? I mean, you have to be sitting in the grand jury chair for the whole time?
You've got to sit in there and pay attention like big boys.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to take a Frisbee with me or some miniature army men and sit there and make noises. You're like a 4-year-old.
Well, I was just
You're like a 4-year-old with less money.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the problem with being you.
Britney Spears, she got asked about Heath Ledger's death, and she said in a British accent, "He's still here. Oh, yes. No one ever really dies. No one." So that was the latest from Britney Spears. Also, according to TMZ, she started talking in a combination of Chinese and Spanish accents, too.
This is from TMZ?
Uh-huh.
Then I know it's true. Hey, are you doing Lily's act now? Isn't Lily supposed to be the one bringing us Britney Spears news?
I just wonder if she's getting nuttier, wackier than Michael Jackson ever was. If that's the threshold for celebrity wackiness.
Let's see. Did she blow any kids? No.
No?
So I would say now less wacky.
I don't know. I think Frances Farmer is still a little bit wackier than the both of them. I mean, I don't think Michael Jackson is
It is
that
more or
weird.
less the Frances Farmer story all over again.
Yeah, it's true.
And Anna Nicole, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
They push, and then finally, the person's dead. And then we have this giant funeral and everybody acts like they cared and they blame the media. Even though, for whatever reason, people, Fez goes to TMZ to read the story. Other people go out and pick up the magazines. Obviously, people want her to go crazy.
Yeah.
And
her British rival, Amy Winehouse, is
now speaking in American accent.
That would be weird.
She's now like this. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't know what I was doing.
That's American.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
I don't think she's that crazy.
Well, at least Amy Winehouse is, smoking crack to talk crazy.
Well, we don't know what kind of drugs Britney's doing on the side.
She's getting stuff she's getting from her doctor.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
She's never gotten, fun drugs. She goes straight to the, this is my medicine. These are my vitamins.
Prescribed and over the counter. Like when they hauled her away that night, she was drinking what they called the Purple Monster, which was like a Red Bull, vodka, and NyQuil all combined.
Jesus.
Nothing wrong with that.
Why the Red Bull and the NyQuil?
Yeah, what do you want to do, honey?
To drink the vodka. Don't they cancel each other out?
One for flavor? I don't know. They all taste bad.
But again, who believes any of these stories? There's not a single one of these stories that I can believe from, as you call them, the press. Mm-hmm. I just see a lot of middle-aged guys screaming shit at her and taking pictures. I don't understand why anybody would care.
I just find it interesting, the thing that she's pulling on them now, the different accents, where she'll go British or Spanish or Chinese.
But has she?
Well, they had the video on TMZ.
How about when we have the Z-Man in here? Is he constantly doing bad voices?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we think he's insane?
No.
No. I don't think it makes you crazy to do a voice.
Yeah, some people just like to change their voices.
Yeah.
I'd just be curious to hear what a combo of Chinese and Spanish even sounds like.
Here's what I would be curious. What would happen if one day nobody followed her? I would just be curious whether everyone's life would go on or whether she would quick do a run-in on the Eyewitness News. Like a fucking assault of the media to get herself on the camera. As crazy as everyone thinks she is, I think it's every bit as crazy, literally crazy, to pay attention to her and discuss her like she matters. I don't fucking get that. Who gives a shit?
She seems to like the attention.
Who she's dating.
Right. And I guess if the cameras are going to give her attention, she's going to keep acting strangely, and it just keeps
She's
going.
acting strangely because she's a strange fucking broad. But guess what? Have all those cameras follow your neighbor around.
Right.
And I bet that woman is nuts. There's nothing, this sanity thing that we all think we got going, I'm not buying it at all. I got wacky fucking neighbors now. And you know what they probably say about me? There's that crazy son of a bitch. Out for another late night smoke, you see? Whose fucking business is this? You know what I mean? If I leave my house at 2 o'clock in the morning, whose fucking business is it? Yet Brittany leaves her house at 2 o'clock in the morning. I've got to have a fucking AOL pop-up when I go in to check my emails. What do I give a shit when she goes out?
Yeah, and one story that I saw about her was like, when she went into the convenience store, she got out of her car and crazily ran into the store to get cigarettes and ran back. I'm like, what if she was just in a hurry?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you been in a rush in the morning and you run in for a coffee and you run out?
You look crazy.
Big fucking deal.
What does this even mean, Fez? Why do we care about this girl?
I guess it's just kind of like a countdown until she's either locked up for good or we end up losing her altogether.
We lose her. Like we had her. She doesn't belong to us. You're insane when you think these people are somehow ours.
Well, now it's in a totally, Truman Show type deal, whereas it just feels like the media wants it to be a 24/7 movie.
But Fez said the same thing. We did the same thing to the other child actor, the Michael Jackson. We followed him around like it fucking mattered.
Right.
I would give a shit if Michael Jackson had a monkey, or what his fucking nose looked like. It don't mean shit to me. I honestly think it's crazy to sit around wondering who's fucking dating who and who's got a monkey.
I mean, it's true. They talk about, people are stalkers. If you're sitting around wondering, I wonder what Charlie Sheen is up to right now. But then these guys are actually doing it. Not only are they wondering, they're actually following them.
You know what? You're right. They are stalkers with a camera. Now, here's the weird thing. You take this Lindsay Lohan chick, right?
Uh-huh.
She's 21. And she's going out partying, probably getting too fucked up, like most of you when you were 21, right?
Yeah.
She leaves the fucking house. There's 9 guys that are 40 snapping pictures of her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she gets in a car. They get in a car. They follow her to the club. Then I suppose you get a call right now. Hey, it's your niece. Uncle Dave. There's 9 guys that are 40 that followed me from my house to the club. You'd be over there in a fucking heartbeat swinging a bat.
Yeah.
How is this not stalking a young girl? What the fuck is wrong with us that we give a shit what some 21-year-old girl's doing? Oh, she's gonna end up in rehab or fucking kill herself in the car. Good. So's your own niece. What do you fucking give a shit? What do you care how much she had to drink?
The paparazzi should be stalking like Bin Laden or so.
They don't give a fuck. No one in this country gives a shit about Bin Laden. No one does. They care about Lindsay Lohan. And is she fucking dating a tennis player?
Right.
I fucking don't understand it at all. And you can't just blame it on the broads. The way so-called sports fans sat around talking about Jessica Simpson for 2 solid weeks. ESPN, Jessica Simpson. Who gives a shit? Oh, well, quarterback is banging a fucking ditzy blonde. That's as old as the fucking sports world itself.
Yeah. Jeter bangs, Brady bangs them all. Who cares?
Somebody told me Jeter's got to fucking tape every chick he bangs so they can't come back later and say they've been raped.
Yeah, actually,
that is not comfortable.
I've heard that.
I hope that's just a rumor.
What a library.
No, I've heard that a few athletes have been doing that. Maybe ever since the days, possibly Jordan started that. Perhaps I think they said Gretzky used to tape himself a lot
by himself.
Just Gretzky taping himself jacking off so no one could later say that he didn't.
Tape himself with Janet. Hasn't he been married since he's 22?
Earl, do you have a celebrity like that you're always paying attention to?
No, not really. I mean, I just think it's insane that you turn on the TV, it's always like, it's either Britney, Angelina Jolie, or Lindsay Lohan. It's one of those 3 all the time, and they're going shopping.
Paris Hilton's another one. Mm-hmm. I try to watch the fucking thing, see what movies are coming out in Sundance. There's Paris Hilton singing at a karaoke bar. Who gives a shit? Guess what? Go out to any karaoke bar tonight. Some girl who can't sing is singing. Everybody thinks that's funny.
Right.
Somehow when this girl does it, look at her. She's trash. She's garbage. Why do you fucking feel superior? What is this thing? What goes on? I just want to get the answer once, Fez.
Yeah, that is it. You want to feel superior to anyone who's watching these tabloid things. They want to feel superior to someone that they think has a superior lifestyle.
Guess what? You're inferior. There you are. If you're focusing on someone else, they're superior to you. There's nothing you can do about it.
And I'm not even sure if it's always superior. That's the thinking. Or just maybe jealousy.
Jealousy.
But I'm not sure if people...
Night and day.
They want to feel superior over Paris, or they just want
But how many times on this show has one of us says, who gives a shit about Britney Spears?
Yeah.
2 days will pass. Britney Spears back in the news. And it's always then we always say, who gives a shit? Even in our life, where we say we don't care, it fucking pops up all the time.
Right.
You cannot get away from it.
The FCC, they have proposed a $1.43 million fine for ABC for an NYPD Blue scene from 2003 that showed a woman's naked ass. So the FCC says the scene breaks the rule of depicted sexual organs and excretory organs.
Now, what year was this?
They showed it in 2003.
What show?
NYPD Blue.
It's not even on anymore, right?
No, that show's
Who's going to
done.
pay this fine?
So it would be ABC and its affiliates across the country.
I think they got the money. And what is the actual thing?
The actual thing is they showed a scene with a naked woman's ass, and
Right.
they said
What is the official thing?
breaks the rule of depicting sexual or excretory organs.
All right. Can we fucking agree that you don't shit from your butt cheeks? Now, if they show a scene where the woman bends over, spreads her ass cheeks, and shows off her asshole, then I think you're going to get some complaint calls. What is this whole thing about the ass? Why are people so intimidated by the ass? Would you be freaked out seeing an ass anywhere?
No, I mean, I watch Nip Tuck, and that they might as well call that show the Ass Show, because it's just ass shot. So much so that, it's just constantly in your face.
But what is the difference between the ass and the thighs? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I mean, you can fuck the ass. I mean, I don't want to be disgusting, but you can have sex with the ass.
Well, the asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
Not the ass cheeks.
No.
I guess you can lay it up there. Do the hot dog in a bun gimmick.
Yeah, they're not even saying which of those two categories this falls under.
I would like to know. Are they saying it as something to have sex with or something that shits?
They said sexual. They said sexual.
They said both.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they did say both.
Yeah, they said the scene depicts breaks the
But I
rule.
mean, in that fucking thing of sexual, what about the mouth? I guarantee you, more women are ready to fucking blow you than give you anal. Why don't we say to women on TV have to wear masking tape over their fucking mouth?
That's
What is
true.
wrong with us?
And why so
Seriously,
long?
we are so fucking stupid of a society.
We're a little behind Europe.
Get
certainly.
it? Behind.
No, I didn't mean
I
like
get
that.
it. But I mean, at the same thing, HBO has ass shots all day long. No one cares. No one goes, I'm not getting HBO. Why? I don't want to see any ass. Who doesn't want to see a little ass? You'd have to be a fucking idiot not to be interested in ass.
And with it being an ABC network show, it couldn't have been that much ass. I mean, it's not like, I'm sure they didn't zoom in on it and just hold the camera there for 10
remember
minutes.
they used to always try to push the rules by showing somebody
sure.
in the showers. So that one show did go out of their way. There was guy ass, there was girl ass, and then every week there would be like, hey, did you hear about the ass that was in this stupid show? Which I couldn't even watch.
I remember when they made a big deal that they were going to say the word asshole. And that was a huge deal. That they're going to say asshole on NYPD Blue this week.
Yeah.
And everyone was like,
You're
yeah.
like, yeah, well, it's the year 2000.
Like, I watch Scorsese movies
Yeah.
every weekend. I don't care. There's some like weird visceral thrill that like Americans get for seeing like this kind of stuff on a network show.
Well, the whole thing about taboo is it doesn't work unless you're not allowed to do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's the thrill for everyone, to do something where you can't do it.
Right.
That's all it comes down to.
Yeah.
So if you want this to happen more, if you want these shocks, just make up the rules. Because at that point, when you're a kid, no eating in church, all you wanted to do was sneak a fucking candy bar into church.
I would be starving in church.
Not me. I ate like a fucking king.
Jesus. That's not good.
I need a Kit Kat bar.
Yeah, but-
I'm watching my blood sugar.
You weren't supposed to, though. It was actually a thing. You can't eat 45 minutes before the Eucharist.
Yeah, well, I like to eat. I was chewing gum even. I go, make sure. Make sure you don't ruin my gum. Put it on the other side. We're going to break here. It is the Ron and Fez show.
Fezzy! It's Ron and Fez.
There's got to be somebody out there that can bring everybody together. somebody that everybody respects, and somebody everybody knows that is cool. A Big A! Big A! You want to start being Big Fez?
Well, I wouldn't mind taking it out for a test spin.
A Big Fez, eating cock, a Big Fez.
All right, now I don't like it.
A Big Fez, I wish I was blowing a 3-year-old. A Big Fez.
Okay.
866 Ron 0. A Big Fez.
Big Fez, a taste of lemon. Boo-hoo, Big Fez. That makes no sense.
Remember when you gave out the wrong name?
Oh, now it does make sense
Ron
to
Walker
me.
just started crying.
That wasn't me.
Belongs to Overtippers Anonymous. Big fish.
Big Fez. Can't do math. Big Fez.
Big Fez. Boy, is he good. Big Fez.
Big Fez. Got 7 dicks on his ass and there's always room for 8.
Big Fez.
Edited tape is what that is.
It doesn't make you gay, like Ron and Fez says. It makes you Big Fez.
A Big Fez.
Thank
Big
you.
Fez. Eating ants from a donut box.
I ate ants by mistake one time.
Wears the same clothes for 2 weeks. Big Fez.
You too, Mikey boy.
Big Fez. Makes Ron see Neil Young in the ghetto.
All right, Patty.
Patty's come up with some good ones. I'm pissed now. I'm not even enjoying this anymore.
Me neither.
Big Fez. Yelling at this black maintenance man. Big Fez.
Big Fez, racist. Big Fez.
Not a racist. The guy walked in on me in the bathroom.
And you blew him. Big Fez.
No, I called him the N-word. Big Fez. So wrong.
Big Fez. No problem at all dropping the N-bomb. Big Fez.
Big Fez. Masturbates and cries is the king of Retard Island. Big Fez.
What are you even saying, Stalker Patty?
866 Ron 0. A Big Fez. It's the Ron and Fez show, but not live, Fezzy.
No, not live, because you are at jury duty right now.
No, now I'm sitting here with you.
Oh.
Sitting here with you and Dave and Earl and all my friends.
Oh, well, that's good.
What I'm saying, Fez, is we're taping this right now. We taped this Sunday night, and who knows? God, I hope this grand jury duty doesn't go on forever. I don't think anyone wants me on their jury. It doesn't make sense. I think I'd even rather have Earl on the jury. Earl, why don't you just go down there? I'll give you my license, and you say you're Ron Bennington. And if they say that you're not, just yell racist and run out of there.
That'll stop them in their tracks. They
You know-
do not want to hear that.
You know what? Or just be like one of those Viet Cong monks. Just pour gasoline on your head and light yourself on fire.
Just holding a match.
Yes, light it with a match. All right, Fezzy. We tried small talk. That's not going to work.
Sure.
God forbid we have a little bit of small talk on the Ron and Fez show. Oh, did you see those SAG Awards last night, boys? They was something. You know what I was shocked by?
What?
Best supporting actor. I had no idea. I thought it was going to be the other guy.
Well, they're all good. Have you ever heard a chick screaming at her guy on a cell phone?
Yes.
Isn't that just awful when you hear that? Don't they sound like the worst person?
Because what?
Because it's just that they don't care who's hearing their personal problems.
All right, here's where I'm going to disagree with you. Not only do they care, they want other people to see them. This is an attention getter. Look at me. I have someone I'm screaming at in the middle of the street. I'm the woman who's in charge of the world. Yeah, it's not that they're so angry they don't see the rest of us. They want us to see them like that. I always walk by and go like this. You're fucking lucky that's not me on the other end of that phone. Because I'd get on a fucking plane to come after your ass the way you're talking right now. Dave, you get yelled at on the phone?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Earl?
Oh, yeah.
Where are you on these chicks screaming on phones?
It's just a situation where you're trying to pull other people in just to ask, like, what's going on? What happened? What did he do to you? It's just a way to just vent to someone else your situation at that particular time.
And here's the other thing. You're the person that has this fucking guy in your life. So you're not exactly as fucking badass as you're acting if you can't find somebody who doesn't drive you nuts.
Well, phone yelling is inappropriate anyway, because then the guy, he might get, his stomach starts getting filled with knots, and you start to think, well, what's going to happen when I get home? So I think that...
Hold on. You were saying if you get yelled at on the phone,
yeah,
you're being 100% serious.
Oh, yeah.
Your stomach fills with knots,
right,
and then you're afraid to go home.
I mean, yeah, I get apprehensive because I don't know what type of, crazy house I'm going to enter.
Why don't you just say this? You're the loser that married me. Imagine who you are and your mental state. You married Eastside Dave.
Yeah, that would make things exponentially worse, so I wouldn't say that. I just take it.
Because I'm telling you, I would feel better if my daughter were to marry a dog than you. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
Well, it sounds bad.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I always worry, too, when she's yelling at me, if I can tell that she's walking on the sidewalk, then I think, the neighbors in my neighborhood are going to...
You get yelled at a lot?
No, yeah, I mean, I'd say like 30% of the time of a phone conversation, and it's not always...
3 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Basically a 300 hitter. You're a 300 hitter of being screamed at. What are you doing so bad that gets you screamed at?
Just I talk on the radio. I might groan if an attractive girl or something.
Is
like
this
that.
one of the times you're going to get in trouble for letting this out? And yet you're always like, I don't want my personal life out there.
No, I mean, I don't. But I thought, in fairness of full disclosure.
Yeah.
But,
Speaking of, did you happen to see the jeans baby girl was wearing?
Yes, I did.
Was that amazing? And you're not allowed to moan a little bit when you see that?
No comment. I saw the outfit.
You see Angel Fuck?
Yeah. Nice outfit.
Yeah. She has a little thing, like if she's playing with her hair, it means that she's thinking about me. Except for she tells Balzac. That's ruining everything for me.
That's supposed to be the secret.
It's a secret between the three of us.
Right.
This is a sickness. There is something ill about this secret. And then he'll go like this. Hey, twirl your hair for him a little bit. I go, that's not helping.
That takes all the fun out of it, I would imagine.
I would imagine. You ever get yelled at by Coco?
No, I don't get yelled at by Coco.
Yet?
Yeah, not yet.
Where do you can't get it up?
Just you wait.
All right.
Where you come in there with that limp spaghetti?
She did start calling me Big Fez.
Big Fez? Oh, for the little joke thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe it was like Big Fez, like Big Cock. I was like, all right.
Boy, she sounds like she's really into you. Taking a nickname that was disparaging.
A Big Fez. Couldn't get up when he fucked me. A Big Fez.
All right.
Even I think he's an asshole. Big Fez.
We all know how it went.
So it was great. It was a lot of fun. So you don't get yelled at on the phone?
No, I don't.
Your mom still yell at you?
No. No, she does not yell at me anymore.
Earl, you ever get yelled at by a woman?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, my mother always used to yell on the phone. I'd be like, I'd call her, like I would be doing something for her, and like I have to go somewhere, and she's not back yet, and I'm like, "Where are you?" And she'll just tear into me.
She's screaming at you.
Oh yeah.
And you never give her. I'll tell you what. I'll see you at your funeral. You know what? I don't need this shit. I'll see you at the funeral.
It's hard to say that to your mother, though. In Earl's defense.
Well, in my defense, it can be done.
Right.
Takes a half a second, and then click. You change your number. It's all over. So, you know what it's like to be yelled at. I see these women that I see yelling on cell phones, and you see it, once a week. Some woman in a store screaming at somebody, why aren't you here?
Right.
I just want to go, who the fuck are you? I just want to grab the phone and just say to it, what is wrong with you, brother? How did you get yourself in this fucking situation?
And it's distracting, too, for the other people around them. I was at an ATM, and the girl on the ATM next to me just screaming at her boyfriend. You know how much I hate her. Why were you hanging out with her? And just screaming at the top of her lungs. I couldn't remember my PIN code because it was fucking
because she's just going off.
Well, again, look who people are putting in their life. Did you see that celebrity rehab with the fucking Jeff Conway? He's got the shakes. He don't know what to do. He's sick. His fucking broad says to him, oh, I saw this guy I used to date and he hugged me. This motherfucker is trying to kick opiates, all right?
Yeah.
It's like asking someone to play fucking Battleship with your intestines.
Right.
And he has to hear something, and she's saying it just to fuck with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he can't get it into his head, I'm with the wrong broad. Why? You know why? He loves it. When I see people doing things over and over and over, I always assume they like it. Not what they tell me, oh, I don't like this. No, you do like it. You absolutely like it.
I'm not sure if you like it, but that's maybe what you grew up on. I wouldn't bet if Jeff Conway got screamed by his mother or something.
You know, it's like if you see someone there smoking cigarettes, and they're like, I want to quit these things. Then you're not outside smoking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then don't buy fucking cigarettes and make that your reality. The fact is, if you say you hate fucking smoking while you're smoking, guess what? You like smoking. You're saying now, because what happened to you when you were a little kid, there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, I'm saying you're accustomed to that, to the way that woman is behaving. You know, my mom certainly yelled at me quite a bit.
Right, and then you went out and found someone just the way you were treated before.
Yeah,
which tells me you went out with a free choice, picked somebody that's what you like. Well, you're going home tonight, right?
Yes, I am.
Then that's what you like.
Yeah, I never thought about it like that, but...
How could you not think about it like that? Now, if you said to me, Ron, I am so sick of gravity. I wish I could just start fucking walking and go up into the sky. Then I'm like, brother, there's nothing you can do about it. We're all fucking victims. We're victims of gravity. But how are we victim of our own fucking choices? You know?
Right. I don't know. I mean, it's you make a choice and then you
make a choice every time you do it.
Yeah.
You just didn't make one choice and then you do that. You make the choice every fucking day. If Earl gets yelled at by his mom, that's the choice he makes every fucking day. When he does it, I'm lonely, I live alone. Oh, did you go out and try to find women? No. Well, then guess what? He likes being alone. Mm-hmm. That's his favorite thing. And that's what I will fucking pay attention to.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know, you know, and I don't know why women they seem to be able to yell on the phone a lot more than men. I mean, they're comfortable with letting it fly all the time because you see it so more often.
Do see it. You see it quite a bit. And you don't normally see women screaming at guys. Maybe they get a little stronger over the phone. You know, it's rare to see somebody getting yelled at the fucking, bank itself, right. You know. Where's happening here? You know, or maybe then the guy feels like, you know what, I'm in public, I gotta grow some balls. But, you know, and I don't even go so far. Some people are so passive-aggressive, they love to get their chicks screaming. And I'm going to throw you into that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you know, when she gets riled up, you know, then after the cooling down...
And your old chick used to yell at you, too, right?
Yeah.
And then your mom used to yell at you.
Correct.
Yeah. You need to be yelled at.
I don't want...
Yes, you do.
I don't.
You do things that you say you're not going to do.
I mean, I only enjoy it while it's going on. In the moment, I'm not a big fan of getting yelled at.
Your stomach all gets in knots.
Yeah. So, I mean...
then you're afraid to go home.
Maybe it's your only control mechanism. Like you don't exercise self-control over you?
Right.
Over yourself?
No, I don't.
So maybe it's like, you get someone to yell at you so that you'll stop.
That, I mean, is interesting. If I didn't have someone maybe doing that, yeah, I probably would be, like, totally drunk every single day. I don't know. I'm not saying I want someone to control me, though.
Absolutely do. You want rules. That's what you want.
I mean, don't you think that women in general just have that, motherly thing where they're going to always want to give their 2 cents?
They're always going to want to yell?
Guess what? Yeah, mothers don't yell. That's not the normal motherly thing. That's your version of a motherly thing.
Right. I thought a lot of people grew up with mothers at high volume.
Yeah.
I mean, I really did. I mean, when you're a little kid and stuff.
Yeah, I used to get yelled at too. You know what I used to think?
Right.
Get done, finish. Seriously, I can't sit around and tell you that I had knots in my fucking stomach coming home when I knew I was going to get fucking screamed at.
I would. I'd get the worst case of butterflies if I had some sort of, bad grade or if the teachers told my mom that I did something bad. I knew she was going to yell at me. Forget it. I was a nervous wreck. And I would think.
Are you a nervous wreck when you think you're going to get yelled at for us, something at work?
Yeah.
Guess what? Tomorrow when I see you, I'm going to yell at you.
Please don't.
I am.
Don't do it.
Just think about it for the next 24 hours.
That's a day of knots.
Please don't.
I asked your chick this, and she said she does, but she always tells you to stand up to me, doesn't she?
No, I mean, she's giving me pointers.
Pointers?
You know what I said to her?
What?
I go, you couldn't do anything worse. I go, you said, don't ever send that kid into the buzzsaw.
Oh, I know
I'm waiting
this.
for the day.
I know.
I'm
No!
waiting for the day.
No, I would never do that.
No, come in strong.
I
will
do.
love it.
That is not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I know with you guys, we're getting yelled at for a decent reason. I don't think you guys just concoct shit out of
No,
nowhere.
I do.
I actually don't believe that. Believe it. I really don't. And I think, you know what? I did do something to fuck up, so I will take it. And that's actually my approach with everything. Like, I know that my mom, I don't think, would yell at me if I didn't do something bad, so I'll just take it.
I will yell at you if I can't find a parking spot. So just know that why I'm screaming at you. You're the dog I kick. That's all. Don't take it personal.
I have to.
All I need is a couple tears, and then I'll feel better.
I know.
Fez, how close are you with closing this Coco deal?
I don't know. I mean, we're states away from each other, so right now I don't know how I could possibly close it. We had a really good conversation
You
over
could get
the
on a
weekend.
plane.
Well, yeah.
You're the Minnesota Madman.
I don't want to go to Minnesota.
You ever call your balls the twins to her?
No. But if that's a tip, I'll write it down. You think it'll work?
The right one's Ken Herbeck.
If you you're literally thinking about being with her, right?
Yeah, I've thought about it. Yes.
But you're nervous?
I'm so nervous. Yes, right.
Do this for yourself. Tell her, because it's okay to ask for things that you like. Tell her to work the asshole a little bit so you feel like you're with one of the guys. Tell her to hit you in the back with a strap on.
It doesn't seem polite to ask that.
Do you believe that he's beating you in the date in 08 right now, Earl?
I'm shocked at that.
I'm not sure. Remember when this thing started, I said Fez is going to be...
You're going to end up cornholing each other.
I'm not going to be cornholing him, and he's not going to be cornholing me.
If neither one of you gets laid by June 1st, you're going to bang each other on Pal Talk. That you both agreed to.
I agreed to it.
I agreed to it, too.
Are you looking forward to it?
No.
And look, if you can't get it up, that fucking does not... That means lack of success.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's not a fucking bet. You're going to be a closer.
Oh, man.
Oh, come on.
Dude, you go in and rub a limp fucking penis on someone, and you think she goes in the book for that? That goes in the failure book.
Absolutely.
I didn't know there was a failure book.
Full arousal penetration.
The failure book is what your nickname is to us.
And you have to come inside
That's a
her.
mean nickname.
No
I'd have a
condom.
baby.
All right. I do not have to impregnate anyone.
All right, then in her ass.
So, yeah, we had
Did she ever tell you to stand up to me?
No,
What'd she say about me?
She says, I guess she emails you or IMs you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
told her
that's
to be
about
ready.
it.
I told her to be ready. I told her, she goes, how serious is this? I'll go, it's fucking serious.
You know, with Earl, I don't understand him. I mean, there's a lot of good-looking African-American girls like we're friends
Why
with.
is he going to limit?
Or no, I'm just saying. There's a lot of good-looking single girls who we know that I think would
Name
sleep
one
with them.
that would want to be with.
Pixie. I am
Pixie doesn't want to be with Earl. She does well for herself.
Maybe Julie, the Brazilian girl.
That's out of his fucking
Earl?
league. That is out of his league.
Oh, if that happened, I'd be the happy. Oh, you couldn't wipe the smile off my face if that happened.
I just like to wipe the fucking chicken crumbs off your face.
For a start, anyway.
Why did I have to say chicken crumbs? Why couldn't I said mustard? Anything that is going to blow up on
He
me.
likes chicken.
I know he does. Every day he has it for lunch. So do I. I eat the same thing as you, Earl. We both eat chicken. Earl, you worried about closing the deal?
Well, the way Fez is going, I'm starting to worry now because Fez is going. He's a million miles ahead of me right now.
Right.
You don't even
Are
have-
you saying you can't get it up to like Fez?
I could get it up. But
Bullshit.
Can't keep it up.
He doesn't spank it. So
Yeah.
where's the proof?
Yeah, there's no even self-proof.
I'll tell you this, Earl. You don't even fucking pleasure yourself, right?
No, not really.
Not really.
He doesn't do
He
it.
brushes up against it. Let's suppose this, Earl. You had a bicycle, and you put it in the backyard, and you left it there for 2 years. You weren't riding that bike. You weren't oiling it up, taking it out for a spin. I'm guarantee you, you're going to have some bike problems.
I have some problems, but I'll make sure that bike is going to run.
You better be
will
going
run.
downhill then, brother. Because Because you're going to have 2 flat tires and a rusty chain.
The handlebars will come off. Now, are there jobs that you prefer to see an older person in, and jobs that you prefer to see a younger person in?
Yeah, Walmart greeter. I like to see an old person there.
They seem very good at it.
Well, define older and younger. I don't I'm never comfortable if I see an old lady working a fast food thing. I feel bad for her,
Right, yeah.
Now, if it's a kid, I'm like, hey, that's great. You're doing fast food work. All right, you're on your way. But you see somebody older fucking asking you if you want fries with that, it feels like they didn't make it.
Right.
I don't want to see an older person with a name tag ever.
Yeah, I was going to say that an older person working as a cashier at the A&P,
right?
You just know, gee, this is going to take forever. This is going to be...
Oh, so you even take it up a notch.
Yeah,
you're worried about yourself.
Yeah, they're not going to know how to scan things, and it's just going to take
What's
forever.
the youngest you want a pilot to be?
Oh, I would say 50.
50?
I would go 40.
I'm thinking 42. Earl pilot age.
I would say 44, 45.
And I'll tell you what, I don't even think, if it was a 747 pilot, I wish I'd never even knew the guy. I would hate to get on a fucking plane and see some guy I knew flying the plane. And I don't give a shit if he was flying in the first Gulf War and he had medals. I don't give a shit. I would like to think always that's some expert guy, not a regular fucking guy taking that plane off the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
I need some silver on the temples there for a pilot.
So
Some
you're
gray in the
thinking
hair.
50.
Yeah.
You know what I do like, though, for an older person? I love a nice old barber. And I hate, at the same time, a young... No, I don't want a young barber, a guy...
I know, but that's why you've spent a fucking lifetime of bad haircuts. Because a guy who's 60 that basically looks like the barber in Rushmore, he is going to cut your hair like shit.
I went to this guy. We used to call him Joe the Ear Cutter. He was older guy, but he was starting to get a little dementia, and he would just nick and cut you to no end and not notice that you're.
And I guarantee you, and you know what? That happened to my brother-in-law. He got nicked with a thing, and because there's hair on those scissors, he got a terrible fucking infection.
Oh,
terrible.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They start going, his doctor's going, if you had gotten here a day or two later, you could have lost his ear. You do not want to get nicked with barber scissors. Anything on the neck, because you got little fucking hair follicles in there, and that could get in.
But you just don't think it enhances the experience a little bit? Here's an old school guy. He smells like a barber. I don't want a hip young guy.
He's going to cut your hair the way he wants to, not the way you want it cut.
When you're getting a younger barber, they're paying attention to what's happening. They're learning new things. Those old guys, they don't know anything since fucking DiMaggio. Right away they're going to be cutting your hair bad and dropping the N-bomb to you.
See, another thing, but the thing is, I don't want a younger man touching my head. How
about a chick? You comfortable with a chick cutting your hair?
No, I'm not. I want a man an older
You
man
want to go to
barber.
a place that's called Pete's.
Close. I went to a place called Augie's. And Augie was just this old guy with, he actually was bald, but he had a goatee.
See, I don't like a guy who's bald cutting hair.
Yeah.
Because I think he's viciously angry at everybody.
It just enhanced it, I thought.
See, I like to see young sales guys, like a car salesman.
No.
Because I always feel like if I see an old sales guy, I always start to think Willie Loman or something.
Yeah,
I
but
feel bad.
I'd rather have a Willie Loman than some young fucking guy trying to take advantage.
Yeah.
An old guy, you could be like, you know what? I can't take care of that for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're a young guy. There's nothing we can do about it. You're on your fucking own. No, young sales guy. I don't want some young fucking guy handling my stocks because I know he's just fucking churning and burning. I want some old guy who's like, you should be thinking about your family now. Maybe this isn't the deal for you.
Right. Oh, yeah, I'd rather go to Jack Lemmon than Alec Baldwin.
Thank you. That's exactly. I don't want Alec Baldwin. I don't want to buy a car from Alec Baldwin.
You know you're getting fucked over by that guy. I like an old bartender, too, because they know how to make every drink in the book, and they look like a saloon keeper.
You know what I want?
Young guy's a hot shot.
I want a young girl bouncing titties and collecting ones.
That I like too, but
I don't want some old guy fucking asking me what you doing in our town. Fuck you. Bring me some young broad, just bouncing titties, bending over. I don't need these fucking fancy drinks.
Yeah, but then if it's a really attractive young girl, she'll talk to every guy for 5-6 minutes at the bar. You won't get a drink, or you won't get a bunch of drinks rapid time. The old guy, he's not going to flirt with anyone, and he's going to get you your drinks quick. Oh, yeah.
What would you want in a doctor?
Old.
I like an old doctor, too.
Yeah.
Because you know he's proven. He's experienced, and he's not a hotshot.
Yeah, I don't like... The young guy still like he hasn't made his mistakes yet.
Exactly.
I like the young guy.
Sure. You like a young guy to see your dick.
The old guy, I always think, he's just gonna... He'll like write a prescription and send you on your way, where the young doctor might be a little bit more curious, to make sure he knows exactly what's wrong.
Curious.
The old guy doesn't have to... The old doctor doesn't have to ask a lot of questions. He knows what's wrong with you.
Plus, I don't want a lot of guy poking around in there. Believe me, you poke around long enough, you're going to find cancer.
I like a nice...
Everybody I've ever known who's had cancer got told it from a doctor. Fuck you, doctors, and your bad news bullshit.
It's about the only way you can find out.
That's what I worry about.
Yeah.
Stay away from doctors, stay away from cancer. That's my motto.
What about like a waiter or waitress? Because again, I actually would prefer an older waitress.
No, I never want an older waitress.
No?
I want an older waiter when I'm at a steak place.
Yeah.
Then it's just steaks. They don't have to fuck with it. If we're all different kinds of food that's prepared, I want a younger guy.
See, I think the older waitress, say at a diner or something, she'll get that order right. And if it screws up, she's not going to spit in your food.
You want flow.
And none of them can spit in my food. But I would think an older woman would before a younger chick.
No, I think the younger chick would because she's got the attitude. She's feeling sassy.
I'm going to go for titties bounce there. It's completely about the titties bouncing. Then whatever. Oh, you put tomatoes on my turkey club. Like I give a fuck. Thanks for bringing them by, honey. Both of them. Thanks for bringing them by. Now, I never want to see a fucking guy if I'm in a diner. I don't want a guy walking up to me. What do you have? I definitely want that to be a broad, And when I'm in a nicer place, I normally would rather have a fucking waiter, but I don't mind a waitress. I'm not prejudiced that way.
Right. In a diner, I like a waitress, an old waitress who looks like she opened the store, started there the day the diner opened.
I got no feelings about that. I mean, no, you guys aren't attracted to women. Plus, you want an ATM thing that you just hit buttons and fucking food comes out of nowhere.
Something I always loved is a younger teacher, man or woman. They're so much better because they're a lot more open-minded. And if it's the guy, he wants to be your friend. If it's a woman, young woman, she wants to be, she wants to flirt with you.
When I was a kid, little kid, I used to like the young teachers, young chick teachers. Never liked the fucking guy teacher in my life. What are you sitting there telling me shit? Shut up. And I always liked the young female teachers because the titties would bounce. They're coming in.
Okay.
I'm noticing a theme.
Here's your paper. I go, I might have got a D, but look at them fucking double Ds you're swinging in here. Look at you. You fucking Pamela Smart this deal? I'll follow you home right now and shoot your husband right in the back of the head.
Jesus. Right. I like an older game show host. It's impossible to watch the game show network sometimes because they're all the hosts are 30 and under, and these guys they almost look like dental assistants or something.
99% of the game show hosts all time have sucked, no matter what age they were.
No, that's not true at all.
I'm going to give you Richard Dawson. I can't think of another guy that I could say good things about.
Rayburn?
Yes, blows.
Oh. And Barker was...
Blows.
Oh, that's crazy talk, I think. I mean, I'm not going to say he's as popular as Johnny Carson or Ed Sullivan, but for what he did...
Good call there.
No, I'm saying he's the daytime version of Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson went out and told news of the day, made people laugh, interviewed people, making them laugh. This guy tells you how much fucking dog food is. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not 3 1/4, it's 5.10. Who gives a shit? Where's the fucking clicker? Get me on another station. Is Sports Center on? Are they rerunning? Why would anyone sit there in the middle of the day and watch a show about how much Hamburger Helper costs? I do not understand it. Well, if I'm in a fucking supermarket and my chick starts saying, hey, look how much this is, I'll go, whatever. Do we fucking need it? Then let's put it in the basket.
If you couldn't work in radio,
And apparently from this show, we can't.
Oh.
I would honestly say we can't. But then, like I always say to XM, you already have a contract with us, so there's nothing you can do about it.
So if you couldn't work in radio,
we can't.
All right.
We cannot. This show is so bad that I'm not even here today, and it stinks. I'm fucking downtown right now on jury duty, and the show's still awful.
Here's the rest of the question.
What was the first part?
If you couldn't work in radio,
we can't.
All right.
We're just god awful.
That part I know now. If you couldn't work in radio,
we can't.
Come on.
We're awful.
If you couldn't work in radio,
we can't.
What would be your dream job?
Stalking and killing you three. That would be
That's not a
my
job.
dream job.
Can't get paid for that.
And I gotta tell you, I'd capture you, torture, and Earl, you would die last, so that you could watch these two suffer for what you fucking done.
I would love to host the nightly news on NBC. You know, what a wonderful job. I still think it pertains, you know, to the 21st century.
Well, why don't you come in here one day and read news for us?
Okay, I would love to do that.
We'll give you a 10-minute broadcast one day where you just read the news.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking like a real Brokaw, Brian Williams type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I really think I could do a good job with that.
Who couldn't? Can you read? Then you can read the news. If you can read the newspaper, you're every bit as good as anybody on the news.
So the reading's the hard part of that.
What else would there be?
No,
they're not reporting.
No.
Right.
What is the hard part of that, Fez?
I would think, you know, the going in and the handling of a newscast, all the aspects of it, basically hosting a newscast.
Hosting a newscast. They hand you a paper, you read it. Everything that's said on there is read. They're not improvising.
Right.
What's so hard about that?
Well,
do they have to get laughs?
No.
Sounds pretty fucking easy.
No, because you have to have a certain likability that transcends.
Well, you don't. You could come in here with money and free cashews, and people would still say, that guy with the money and cashews is a dickhead.
I love cashews.
No, I mean, you know, you have to be familiar with the news topic, so it takes a decent
Why would you? All you gotta do is read them.
No, because if you don't know the material.
All right, here, this would be you.
Okay.
Today there was a train crash. Train? What the hell's a train? Terrain. Terrain. You know what?
I know what a train is.
I always go to him for my
you know
news.
What? We've got a problem here. This should be rain. Crash. Somebody put a T before it. There's been a rain crash. What do you have to fucking possibly know?
You have to be familiar with the foreign names. There's a lot of things going on in Iraq. You have to know all that stuff. And I think if you don't know, you know, who the presidents are of foreign countries,
they write them down for you. No one's. I'll be fucking impressed when I see a guy without his papers just sitting there, and he's going like this. Hey, you know what? You know what country is really cool? And then he just starts to talk off the top of his head. That'll be a great fucking newscaster. A guy who can light up a cigarette, put his feet up, and go like this. England. What is going on in England? Earl, what would be another job for you?
Photojournalist. I would love to be.
Then why do you fucking cop out at taking pictures when you need to?
I didn't.
You don't take pictures of people anyway. The only way you could be a photojournalist if the news was all just about buildings
and shrubs.
I like structures, okay? But I mean, no. But photojournalism, where you can kind of lock in on a specific story, you spend time with the subject, and you photograph it, and then
that's not photojournalism. I thought photojournalism when you're out in the field, you take that picture like an action picture.
Exactly. That's what I thought too. Where you're capturing the moment of a news story.
You want to be a portrait photographer.
Yeah,
Sears.
I think there's other phases of it too, like in National Geographic, there will be like a week in the life of, let's say, of a farmer in Iowa, or you know, a week in the life.
Who fucking reads National Geographic?
I'm just using it as an example. I mean,
why a week? What do I care if I'm just looking at the picture? I don't care if you were there for 2 seconds or 2 years. I'm looking at a picture and I'm moving. I mean, where's the story to this?
In Iowa, more corn.
Wow.
More corn.
Boy, National Geographic is really hard up. Now they're just limiting themselves to Iowa.
Wait till Thursday.
You know what they'd be saying? Look at that farmer in Iowa. Looks just like the farmer in New York.
Perhaps a bad example.
You know what, Earl? Your other job should be paid for being stupid. Because you'd be fucking Bill Gates then.
So you want to take photos for National Geographic?
I was just using that.
That's turning the tables.
I was just using that as an example. It could be, for like Time Magazine or.
Why don't you do this? Put a plate in your own lip. Put the fucking camera up. Take your picture. Send that in.
Excuse me.
Portraits of me.
A week in the life of me.
Douglas, get in here. Why do you have a picture of a guy in Iowa farming? This is National Geographic, damn it.
He's putting the national part in it.
What's your big job, Fez? What's your dream job?
I would probably be an actor. Maybe a stage actor.
Talk about being typecast. Pretty small.
Why?
Nothing.
There's a few traits.
Yeah, I think maybe a stage actor. I wouldn't be able to do musicals or anything. I can't sing.
Or act. What'd you always play? Gay neighbor?
No, I didn't always play a gay neighbor. When I was in college and high school, I had decent parts.
Don't tell us.
I played Ensign Pulver and Mr. Roberts.
Heard.
Mm-hmm. I played Mr. Bumble in a production of Oliver Twist.
What, do you always have to be Mr.?
Who's Mr. Bumble?
Gay guy.
No, it was not.
Mr. Bumble's here, kids.
He was the orphanage. He's the guy who ran the orphanage.
You work 15 feet from Broadway.
Right.
Why don't you go down there and audition?
Well, I wouldn't have time to do that.
Time to do what? You fucking 3 hours a day, and you say 15 words over those 3 hours. We would go. You know how proud we would be if you got a Broadway part?
Really? And you come see me?
No.
Really?
I'd be just so happy not to have you here.
Oh.
Do you give me a free ticket?
Yeah, I would get you a free ticket.
And I'd come see you.
Wow.
Try out for Spamalot.
You just hear me going like this. That's my gay partner up there. He's playing the part of the gay neighbor.
Not every part I would go up for would be the gay neighbor.
No, I know that, but the ones that you would get, you would be the gay neighbor.
I think you're thinking of sitcoms.
You can try out for Marty all you want. You're going to be the gay neighbor. So you think you're an actor in the back of your mind. This is this itch you haven't scratched.
Yeah, because I used to do it. I minored in theater, and it was something I used to do all the time, like in college and high school. Like I
said, you in the drama club.
I was part of the International Thespian Society.
You used to meet down at the House of Pancakes.
No.
Doing an international riff. Hey, this thing that you go to, Fez, this theater, make sure it's not improv.
Oh, okay.
Because you'll be fucking standing up there holding your dick. Make sure it's a script that you can read. Because you can't do this during the improv. Huh?
Was one of the requirements of being in the International Thespian group mispronouncing the word thespian?
Oh! How did I say it?
Thespian with a B.
Thespian.
He's a thespian.
It's thespian. There's a P.
All right, so I mispronounced it.
You can't be an actor then.
Sure he can. That old man river, he just keeps flowing. Why don't you go try out?
Well, I would get nervous for one thing. I mean, it's a dream job, but I would still be very panicked to try out.
Why?
I would get the stage fright. And then the rejection is really bad, too.
Well, look, you're used to rejection. We all tell you that's no good, Fez.
True, I should be.
But what do you got to lose by going down? First of all, you don't have it now, right?
Right.
Why don't you just go pick up a backstage and for fun, try out for things? Why don't you go off with Mikey background and try to be the background guy in a movie?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You're an extra.
Could pull that off.
I would totally do that.
But why don't you? Why you say I'll do it like these things don't make sense? You say you want to be an actor, right?
Right, yeah. If I wasn't doing this, that would be my dream job.
My dream job is to kill you guys, and trust me, I will do it. I feel like I already am, slowly. Just your souls first.
Well, you have a job to fall back on.
What's that?
So radio. I mean, if you want to try out...
Please. Please.
I'm saying if you want to try out now, no reason to be nervous. He already gets a paycheck.
All right, I will do that.
What are you going to do?
I'll try. I'll get that background magazine. Is that what it is? Backstage magazine.
Background magazine. He's the guy who knows theater.
He's real connected.
and thinks, guess while you're writing it down, Fez, all you've got to do is go right down here to the newspaper stand. It's hanging every fucking day in front of this building. Go out, try out for the gay neighbor. Who's talking? You just come out, the whole place will just start laughing.
All right, I'm in. I will try that. That'll be another thing in 08.
You know what? As a matter of fact, you might be perfect for this, too. They're doing another, the theater right around here is doing Gays and Dolls. You ought to fucking go be in that.
Why would I be in Gays and Dolls?
To act your dream.
I know, but it's Guys and Dolls, isn't it?
Hey, can I go backstage?
Yeah, I would have you backstage.
And there's always like some kind of, sandwiches or something back there, right?
I would imagine there's catering, sure.
Yeah. I'm definitely coming then.
Big productions, I'm sure. It's first class back there.
While you're acting, you just hear somebody's already in the catering. I'm just sitting back there with one of the gay actors.
What is that chewing?
Why don't you go down the Lower East Side and do that cross-dressing singing thing they do? What's that called, Earl? A guy dresses up like a broad and he sings?
Cabaret?
No. It's got a fucking name.
I don't know the name off the top of my head.
Female impersonators. That's how difficult it is. Yeah.
Transvestites.
Drag queen shows.
Yeah, that'll be
drag shows.
Yeah. Why don't you do that?
Oh, I can't sing.
Do your Anna Nicole thing.
I bet they would love that.
They'd go nuts.
So there's all kinds of possibilities. I can make my dream come true.
How much you want to bet we never hear about it again?
50.
Bet against yourself.
Okay.
Let me tell you this. The Giants got a better chance of winning the Super Bowl than this guy does at trying out for something. The only problem is don't try out for something and not get it.
Well, see, I would hate that.
My motto is get everything you go for.
What would happen? I mean, if I don't get it, I'll be crushed.
Well, just think of it this way. You're not good enough.
See, that would stick with me.
But you're already not good enough since you're not doing it. So nothing will change.
Yeah, that's true. I would just not be good enough at something else.
Again, do not go to an improv place. Go someplace where you don't have to think on your feet.
Fourth City.
Ouch.
What's that?
See? See? Huh?
What's the
What are you
San Francisco?
talking about?
Is that the fourth city?
What are you talking about? We can't do improvs if you keep asking me questions.
Now, is there an office supply you can't live without? That you have to have?
I need to have a notebook at all times. I have to write things in
I'm
it.
trying to think if I even know what one office supply is. Pen?
Yeah, pen's an office supply.
I work in radio, so I'm not really an office job. I don't even want a desk. I hate when you go to a place, they go, this is your office. I'm like, I'm not fucking going in there.
I need to have a notebook to write things down in it to stay a little bit organized.
Right. And you're like this.
And then
don't answer phone if mom or wife calls.
It usually evolves into that, unfortunately. Or like, Fez was mean to me today.
Then you could always just draw your little crazy faces that you always draw.
Yeah. It's turned into my journal of bitching.
Earl, what's your office supply? A fucking whoopee towel that you can sleep with?
No, it's I need a pad and pen. Like a notepad, some type of notepad and some type of pen.
I've never seen him write into a notebook in my life.
Me neither. I have to have folders. At home and at work, I have to have folders. I put everything in folders.
Why do you have a folder at your house? What are you putting your bread in there?
I'll put takeout menus go in a folder. Any sort of doctor's bills or something go in a folder. I have to have folders constantly.
Boy, that would be that's your whole life, isn't it? Take out menus and doctor's bills.
They kind of go hand in hand.
That's your bio.
Turn it into your one-man play and then get your dream job.
Hey, you ought to do a one-man play where you're just up there jacking off. And then when you come, the sailors can just get up and leave.
Who's going to come see that show?
I'm telling you right now, Greek sailors.
I don't think it would be very entertaining.
Plus, the problem you have with that crank of yours, you'll be up there for fucking 3-4 hours.
There will now be a short intermission.
What about staplers? I mean, don't you use staplers?
Oh, I have to have my stapler,
Staplers are indispensable.
At your house?
Yeah.
What are you stapling at your house?
I'm always like if I get, any sort of bills or something, you know how you get like a credit card bill and it's multi-pages,
Right.
I'll staple that. The phone bill, it's more than one page. I'll staple it together so that the pages don't get separated.
What are you, later you're reading your fucking bills?
No, then I put them in the folders. Then I file them away. Yeah. Yeah. Aren't you supposed to save that stuff?
No.
For what? Then you see what your phone bill was fucking 3 years ago? Let me see if I called you in March of 2004. What the hell are you just keeping an old phone bill for?
I don't know. I always keep all my bills. And then
you ever find any use for them?
No.
So
I've never had to go back into one of those boxes.
Oh my God! So you have so many folders that you need to put them in boxes.
Why do I get the feeling you're also shitting in mayonnaise jars and saving that? You anal fucking weirdo.
Don't get that feeling. No, what happens is then all the bills for a year, they go into a box. My 2007 box is all done now.
You know what I miss so much right now, too?
What's that?
Phone callers.
Oh.
The fact that I'm sitting here having discussions with you guys. My bills. You've got you seriously, could you go back 7 years and find phone bills?
I could, yeah, I think I could.
What the fuck for? What are you ever going to need that for?
I was just always told to save those things.
For what reason?
I don't know, in case, like, the IRS or something needs something.
The IRS needs to see your phone bill? You're not a business.
Yeah.
He said, at what point, who told you to save your phone bills?
My mom and dad.
But do you ever say to them, do you want me to keep them forever?
No,
You're not writing off anything with your phone bills. Your house is not an office.
No, I just keep everything.
But do you ever do any thinking on your own? Or you're like a fucking ship without a captain that you just start the fucking engine, you point it, and off it goes. Forever.
I thought this was something everybody did.
But listen as we stop here. Why do you need a phone bill from 7 years ago?
I guess I don't need it. I mean, I've never needed one.
At no point, as you're stapling and filing and putting in boxes, and it's all sitting there in that cramped, cat-infested apartment of yours, you never said to yourself, what am I doing with these old phone bills?
No, I've never said that. I have never stopped and thought of it. I just assumed everybody always kept their bills. Year to year. I thought everybody did that.
No. I mean, I don't have my phone bill from December. And I'm not just saying that. I mean,
why would you?
It doesn't.
You look at the phone bill, and that's it. You got your old cable bills?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I bet you never even throw out old underwear. I bet they get put into a folder, stapled.
I do not have an underwear folder.
I have no idea what you would have. You don't throw anything out, cat lady. You're out of your mind.
No, I just keep all my records.
All right, now you got something new to talk to your shrink about.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to. And I didn't even know this is one that I had.
Well, obviously, if you said to us, here's why I save my bills, and then you could teach us something. But you're saying you don't even know why you do it, yet you do it on an almost daily thing. My point is, you never think. If you had a good reason, you're like, here's why I do this, and it comes in handy for this reason, then I'd be like, cool. But you're saying you don't know why you do the things that you do. That's the surprising part of the story.
Yeah, I mean, what I think, the reason I do it is so that, like, if they say, hey, you didn't pay that phone bill
7 years ago.
Yeah, I have proof of it.
You know when they tell you, hey, you didn't pay that phone bill? Well, first of all, you don't need that. You have the transaction. So the fucking bill that you've kept has nothing to do with that.
Right,
You
yeah.
would go back and find the check or whatever if you've done it on computer. So that doesn't make sense, right?
Right, yeah, true.
So at no point, and this is why I don't think you're going to make it in an improv troupe, do you ever think to yourself, this is why I do the things I do? It's almost like, you know how they have those things to make the toilet smaller for little kids?
Yes.
They'll have that extra seat.
Right.
If he learned his shit on that, he probably still has one. Because until somebody comes along and says, change this, he doesn't change. And that's all I'm saying about it. Doesn't matter what you do, whatever makes you comfortable. You feel like, oh, I don't give a, I'll be able to fucking back myself up. But the fact that you never have once used it and it never occurs to you that now you've had boxes collecting for years and years and years without you once saying, do I need this stuff?
Yeah. I just always thought that that's the way it was done. People save stuff like that.
I'm not talking about other people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about for you. Even if everyone else in the world does something different, right? Than you. If it doesn't work for you, why would you do it? What is this herd mentality that you feel like you have to be part of?
Well, not so much a herd mentality, but it just seemed like a responsible thing to do. I mean, to me, I see it as no different than like brushing my teeth every day. You know, where
do you save those old fucking packs? Do you save all the brushes that you don't use anymore?
No.
Why not?
No.
Everyone else does. You believe this nut? He doesn't save his old toothbrushes.
It's weird.
All right, nobody does that.
What if the dentist tells you haven't been brushing your teeth? Then you can sell him the old ones.
All right, now you're just weirding me out. Yeah, I just thought it was being responsible.
Right, but that's not an answer, right?
Yeah, true.
That's not an answer at all. That's I haven't thought about the answer.
It's totally true. I haven't thought about the answer.
Yeah,
because I have done this, and ever since I got bills, I've always done it and never thought
30.
twice about it.
Every bill? Every single bill?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make... If you have a Con Ed bill...
Well, when he has his presidential library, everybody will be able to go in there and look at his old bills.
They will have to go through that and archive it.
Yeah.
And when you pay the bill, don't you send kind of the bill in?
Well, you send the stub in or whatever, the payment stub.
Yeah.
But then you have the rest of the statement that you tore off.
I wouldn't mind any of it if you knew why you were doing it.
Yeah, and I can't answer that because I've never thought about why I did it. I just always did.
I'm getting you an agent, and we're going to get you on Broadway. And oh, what highs will head on with the show. This is it. Can you imagine how exciting it would be to see Watley on Broadway?
God, it would be thrilling.
He'll be our producer. I would love it. You should be Man of La Mancha. You'd be perfect up there.
I can't sing.
Sure. Neither can those assholes. You sing every bit as good of them.
As Broadway people?
Sure.
I mean, I know they go, like, over the top and stuff, and it's kind of like singing, talking.
What is a Broadway song?
Phantom of the Opera.
You know any of these songs?
No, like the thing from Cats. I know, like the.
All right, sing the song from Cats.
All right.
Stop.
That's it for the audition?
Please leave.
Oh.
We'll call you back if we need a gay neighbor. No, go ahead and sing it.
Memories all alone in the moonlight. That's all I know of it.
Maybe it's a short song. All right, now is the cat really sick?
No, it would just be a regular cat.
Gay?
No, not a gay cat.
I don't think you're right for this part.
Straight cat.
Straight cat. Straight. I don't think you're right for that part, Fez.
Yeah. See, musical's not going to work for me.
You could be in dinner theater. Well, wait. I was just told that you don't have to be eating dinner while you're up there. Because you'd be perfect for that. He's on his 60th clam.
That people would pay to see, I think.
How many pieces of sushi did you eat that one night that you got all
52.
52.
52.
He ate 52 pieces of sushi, and then he got all bloated from it, like his fingers and everything, and he couldn't walk.
Too much soy sauce.
Why? Why was he doing this?
To make my kids laugh. They were counting. They had the time of their life.
It was a great moment.
Then this fucking animal, he goes home. I have to drop him off. And he's, I don't know, pretty sick. We're going to walk him up and everything. Call him later. Hey, how you feeling? I'm all right. I just had some cereal and I feel a lot better. He ate cereal.
Still had room? Jesus Christ.
It didn't stay with me. I got hungry again.
Ew. Are you saying you shat and then ate?
No, I didn't shat then eat.
Shat 52 pieces.
And this is going to be the way you try to get on Broadway with these kind of stories?
These are not the
when
stories.
you're at chat all the way. Hey, stop moving into our neighborhood, you sharks. I'm a Puerto Rican that's chasing you. You'd be good up there, seriously.
Thank you. I appreciate that confidence.
And we're going to hate to see you go, but, whew.
Well, I wouldn't leave the show.
I would literally, be like the doctor at the beginning of What About Bob?
Free.
I'm free, yeah!
It's awful.
Well, I hope you get your dream. I really do. I really do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Memories. I got so many memories. Just watching people getting up and walking out. And I'm dressed like a cat. And I own my own cat. God, this would be the worst night in the history of theater.
I don't think we would get good reviews.
You'd hear glass breaking and then watching people just cutting their own jugulars. And I have, and I'm telling you the truth, I have a tough time just going to Broadway. Like every couple years I go, and it's fucking, it's horrible. Why don't you want to be a film actor?
Well, I guess I could do that too. I just always thought the stage was more my medium. 'Cause that's what I was trained in.
Hairspray? You be the mom in Hairspray?
I don't know if I could get that part.
You'd be perfect for it.
It's pretty iconic.
That role was made for you.
They always pick a fat old queen and put a dress on him. Perfect. Has any straight person ever played that role?
I guess if you count Travolta.
I don't count Travolta as straight.
That would be it.
All right, then.
Scientology stopped me from being gay.
Now, what do you think makes someone or something cool?
You, buddy. I think having a Broadway dream. Having a Broadway dream makes you cool.
I think that's mockery.
I will say this. If you do have a Broadway dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you accept that, and you enjoy it, and you integrate that into your life, that's fucking cool to me. When people are what you would call comfortable in your own skin, that to me is fucking cool.
I think when there's no effort on your part, but then, people still really like you. But you're not trying. You're not trying to attract anyone. You're
right.
just, but then,
Just like a natural charisma? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. I don't think it has to be a natural charisma. I think if you fucking have an interest in something, like if you meet a guy and he fucking makes cuckoo's clocks, right?
Yeah.
You'd be like, what the fuck is that? But then you go in and he's able to show you, look what I do. Here's how I spend my day. You're like, this motherfucker is cool. You know what I mean? And I've met a lot of people. I'm not talking about cool in 8th grade. You know what I mean? I'm talking about a fucking person who's cool in their life. I think they've figured out who they are, what gives them, what keeps them interested, what keeps them connected. And there's a certain curiosity for themselves that they go out and solve. I find that fucking unbelievably cool.
But I think there also has to be a level of success. I agree with what you're talking about.
I disagree.
Well, wait, so you're saying that if a guy is just cool to maybe drink too much and he doesn't have a job, but that's it, but he's comfortable with that, but he hasn't accomplished
anything. Are you telling me that you've got to fucking play Madison Square Garden. You've never met somebody fucking cool playing jazz 3 o'clock in the morning in front of 10 people. That's fucking cool. The guy that you're talking about is an alcoholic.
Right.
I'm talking about somebody who has a purpose to be part of the world, and they're fucking able to pull it off. I mean, like, you would never think, like, cops. That's not fucking cool. And yet, you've met fucking cool cops.
Yeah.
Because they're over the cop thing, and they're really about helping people. They're not about being an asshole. That fucking person is fucking cool. Now, when you see people who hesitate, who fucking, lock up, who aren't comfortable with it, that's fucking, that's a whole different story. Like, Earl is not somebody that you would consider cool.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that. I don't think I'm a cool guy at all because I think things way too much or sometimes not at all. And
you're not one with the universe.
Yeah, I'm still struggling with being one with the universe. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Do you think he has time to be cool? I mean, do you think he could eventually achieve that just by saying, I don't care, I am Earl, I am smart at music? I mean, if he just had that one thing.
Well, at some point, you have to become accepting of yourself and accepting of the universe. And this is just the way it fucking is, And that's okay. No matter what it happens to be. It doesn't mean that you don't want more things, or you're not willing to make changes, but you know where you are right now. I think that's fucking cool.
And
man.
you have to be real to a certain extent, no?
Well, give me an example of someone that's not real.
Okay.
Like some jive fucker that comes in here trying to impress us? I don't think so. I don't think that's fucking cool.
How about this? I would say Bill Clinton might be cool because he kind of knows what he is, but I wouldn't say Hillary is cool because I think there's a certain kind of plasticness to her.
I think they both are. I think they're both fucking cheap, and I'm not saying that that even means that they can't do a good job, but I think they're both trying too fucking hard,
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
I mean, to me, everybody in the Rat Pack, the fucking coolest one was Dean Martin, who wasn't trying so hard. I thought fucking Frank Sinatra was always struggling, always overly ambitious. Not fucking cool. The fucking Rolling Stones, to me, Mick Jagger, not cool. Keith Richards, very cool.
Right.
Keith Richards is totally comfortable being Keith Richards. He is not only not the best fucking guitar player in the world, I don't know if he's even improved since fucking 65. And yet he's totally comfortable in the zone that he is, and that makes something extra special happen.
And it rubs off on everyone around him. I mean,
I think so.
You get into his coolness.
Because if you're fucking hanging out with Keith Richards, you feel cooler.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a few. I think Quentin Tarantino is really cool. Okay.
Wrong.
Now, what I was going to say is, I have a few friends who do not think he's cool because of the way he talks and everything.
I think that he might make cooler movies than what he is, but I don't think he himself is comfortable. Now, he may get there one day, but I see him looking like he's straining too hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you see him on a talk show, the reason why he overtalks and becomes geeky and weird, and then he'll come back and say, those things really hurt my fucking feelings, I don't think that's fucking necessarily cool.
Because I always thought he was cool because he was a little different. I know he's a motor mouth and everything, but I thought, that's him being passionate.
And I do think that you can be fucking different and be fucking cool. Now, would you say Fez is cool?
Yeah, I'd say Fez is cool.
Do you feel cool, Fez?
No, I would never say I was cool. Because I don't feel like I have any of those cool attributes where, cool under pressure, the comfortability in my own skin.
No, keep going.
Changing my mind real quick.
I think a cool person,
But why don't you accept yourself? What is it? Even when we brought up you're 50 feet away from going over there and enjoying yourself and trying out for a play. Why would you go immediately? No, it'll crush me if I don't get it. What do you give a fuck?
Yeah.
You would at least be able to say, I was on the boards at Broadway and know what it's like to fucking try out. Why wouldn't that be fucking cool enough?
That should be cool enough, but I don't know. It's just, See, I think a cool person is able to have a little, broader shoulders, thicker skin than I have, where they can take criticism and not lose an opinion about themselves. See, and I don't have that aspect of cool.
If you had it, it'd be in one of your folders in a box down in your basement.
I mean, just, Woody Allen, some would say, is neurotic, but I would think he's cool, maybe because he embraces being like that, and if Fez could just
I'm going to disagree and say he might make cool movies, but he himself,
really,
as a person, not fucking cool.
I mean, the fact that he plays his, in his band and everything, I find him to be very cool.
I know. For you, he would be. For you, he would be incredibly cool.
Well, I just think because he's a world traveler and he's a filmmaker, and I do think he's pretty comfortable with himself. He's comfortable with himself because he knows that he's antisocial, but he knows it. So because he knows it, he knows who he is. I think that's cool.
I think just laying there every night, petrified to death, is the exact opposite of fucking cool. How is that comfortable in your own fucking skin? And if the world traveler thing fucking mattered, well then guess what? Every stewardess in the world is fucking Fonzie. Oh. You're going to get yelled at for this by your chick.
Come on.
She is going to have a talking to with you. All right, hopefully I'll be let out of this grand jury thing after today, and we will be live on Tuesday. If not, we can't get in here Monday night, right, Fez? So
right, we cannot.
It'll be a best of, and then we promise you some kind of new programming on Wednesday. We appreciate it, though, and sorry this came up the way that it did. But the way to make up for it, here's some Lou Reed singing a song called Satellite of Love. Ooh. On XM 202, The Virus.
I've been told that you've been bold with Harry, Mark, and John. Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday through Thursday with Harry, Mark, and John.
Go ahead, Lou.
Satellites gone up in the skies. Things like that drive
me out of my mind. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV. Give me the bungs, Dave. Bum, bum, bum. The satellite of love. Bum, bum, bum. Satellite of love. Bum, bum, bum. Satellite of love. Satellite of... Homestar, now you jump in. That's the end of my show. Dong.
Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite.
Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.